But he gets asked about it all the goddamn time.
You in your echo chamber, yeah.
You got asked about it in San Diego.
You screaming in the mirror about how you want a Hulk movie. That don't mean that there's two people that want a Hulk movie.
I'm whacking off while doing it. Let's get that straight.
There is a story so strange in its implications that it defies ordinary classification.
I don't care if you've been drinking respecting women juice all night. If you up, smash that like button. Welcome to Black and the Black Times Infinity. I'm your host, Cthulhu's Prodigy, coming to you live and direct from the Dro. Smoke me out, fam, with that dank shit on my left. Your boy Stitch.
Tell Cersei it was me.
Oh, god damn. So brutal. On my far right, engineering on the ones and twos, choking people out on the threes and fours, Chronos.
Violence is always an option. I'm just saying.
God damn. In the middle, we got the oldest Indian in the world, old Mitch.
You know what? I'm going to forego Fix-It Deathstroke. I'm going to say now, Fix-It Mama Tyrell.
Ooh, I like it. More Game of Thrones. And last but not least, we got your boy Blue.
Hey, this podcast about to come up in the ass like a broken bike seat, bitch.
Oh, damn. Saving the best for it. All right. We good on the text and specs?
For the most part, yeah. You're kind of loud, but you're always fucking loud.
I am loud and black. How about that?
Damn.
Who we got up in there in that bass right here?
That would be Nilvan Santana. Hello, how's it going? And then our listener of the week is going to take me a second because I never had this up on time.
That's all right.
It will be Caitlin. So what's going on, Caitlin?
Is it Jenner?
No.
Can't be. All right.
know.
Somebody excited.
Sounds like somebody new, which I always like to hear.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And whoever, Mr. Santana sounds new too. So welcome, fam.
I think it was Mrs. Santana.
Mrs. Santana. Okay.
I think, hold on. Well, actually, I don't know. Nilvan? I don't know if that's a guy or a girl's name.
All right.
Yeah.
Whoever you are, we appreciate you listening, goddammit. Thank you. Old Ninja. You always bring it down with your bullshit. What's on that RIP shit?
I think this one is blue because I didn't put this on here.
Do we have anybody that's noteworthy that died?
It's not really a person. It's more of a company. And tomorrow will be their last day. It's somebody we interviewed during SSVR. ALTSpace. SVVR. They're going to be closing their doors tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be the last day. They're going to shut down their network and stuff like that. But it's kind of a shame because they were kind of one of the best social group in VR. So like I've used it a bunch of times. They had celebrities on there, like they had the guys from Rick and Morty. They had that one guy up the fro. I always forget his name. Reggie Watts.
Yes.
His name. They had other people. We had even talked to them one time about maybe doing our podcast live from their studio and actually do it over ALTSpace. But conflict in schedules, it never really happened. But yeah, it looks like they've had a bunch of financial issues come up. And I actually learned about this yesterday. They actually are getting sued for some kind of patent infringement, but it might be just people kind of, suing them for patent trolls. Yeah, patent trolls, basically. Yeah. So, and they're not a huge company, so they don't have like a lot of money backing, so they can't really afford to kind of fight this. So they're just kind of, going with the punches.
That sucks.
Yeah, it really sucks.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Maha Blurt, for donating to us once again. Really appreciate it.
We need that money coin sound from Mario or something.
I have it on my computer.
Thank you.
That's not the same place that we did the interview at, right?
No, that was.
Well, actually, it used to be.
Yeah, actually, it used to be.
Yeah.
We met up with the guys from SVVR.
We had the joust.
The one Rev. Yeah.
Okay.
They actually were part of ALTSpace.
Okay.
But ALTSpace had moved to a new location, so.
Okay.
Yeah. So tomorrow will be the last day. Actually, I was going to try to do VR while I did a podcast today and try to set up a room, but it's just too hot for that. But I'm gonna try to jump into their thing tomorrow just to kind of say goodbye to everybody that's in there. But their service was really cool because you could set up a room and you can project like videos onto a monitor and anybody that's in there could see it. You could be playing music, and so like it's kind of like a DJ room or whatever. It was one of the best episodes, or the best time I was in there was when they had the voice of Rick and Morty in there, because the guy who directed it, I think it's I can't remember his name, but he does the voice of both Rick and Morty, and like he was pretty much doing both voices as he was like kind of moving around the room, kind of describing things as the voices of the character.
Oh wow!
It was the funniest shit I've ever like I love the show, but this right here was like above and beyond. But what was cool was that like he also drew inside there, so he was trying to show people what Rick Dick looks like, because there's an episode in Rick and Morty where Rick takes off his pants and his dick is out, but it's all kind of blocked out, but it's like really long, and so he was trying to tell people like, yeah, Rick's got a big dick and all that. It's fucking funny. If you don't watch Rick and Morty, you definitely gotta check out that show.
Hilarious shit.
But yeah, so tomorrow will be the last day for ALTSpace VR.
I feel bad for the folks losing their jobs. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Kronos.
Yeah, it's a shame. No, I mean, it sucks that VR is sort of still in its infancy, so we're going to have some of these unfortunate casualties.
Yeah.
And it's like they had to be ALTSpace because they were like really good to the VR community.
And they were free.
Yeah, maybe that was the problem.
Yeah, it was free, and I wish they'd had some sponsorship. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, well, and they just made a new browser. Like, nobody had a VR browser, and they made one.
Wow.
Yeah.
But it'd be cool to see if maybe somebody will pick them up, like maybe Facebook, because Facebook has kind of a version of ALTSpace for their site, but it's not as great as ALTSpace right now.
Well, I hope so. I hope Facebook, Google, somebody picks them up, saves those jobs.
Yeah.
Especially Bay Area based.
Yeah.
All right, let's jump on in, goddammit. Marvel news first. What's this shit about Man and Wasp news?
Yeah, so we've been talking about all the MCU movies that are supposed to be coming out next year, like Infinity War, Captain Marvel, but we haven't talked about Man and Wasp. And there's been some casting news. One, they casted Michelle Pfeiffer to be Hank Pym's wife.
The one that got her ass fucking beat?
The one that got, well, we don't see that.
Don't you gloss over that shit.
I'm just saying,
Hank Pym.
she's stuck in the microverse or whatever.
Nah, fuck your bullshit. Hank Pym, for those who don't know, used to backhand his wife in the comics, goddammit. And they've, obviously for good reason, taken that out of anything in the MCU. I'm sure they're not going to show that. But Hank Pym used to backhand her.
Wait a minute, it's not okay to beat your wife anymore?
Yeah, somebody tell Sean Connery.
Yeah, so
I don't give a fuck.
Wait, so
he was not respecting women.
Oh, I was about to say, that was my next question. Was he not respecting women?
No, he was not.
He was not respecting
He was
women.
on Thought Patrol, but he was not respecting
Dude, what has Michelle Pfeiffer been in a while?
So she will be in the upcoming Murder on the Orient Express, directed by Kenneth Branagh.
Okay.
So it also has Daisy Ridley in it, and Josh Gad, and who the fuck else? I'm missing someone.
That one has a bunch of stars.
Oh, Johnny Depp's in it.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting. Oh, Kenneth Branagh, he also stars in it.
Michelle Pfeiffer will be my favorite one, or not Wonder Woman, Catwoman. Yeah.
Yeah,
Did a great job with that.
So we also get something interesting with Ant-Man and Wasp. We get an actor who's in both the DCEU and now the MCU.
Who is?
Lawrence Fishburne.
You're right.
He will be playing Goliath in Ant-Man and Wasp, which is interesting because in the comics, in the Civil War event, Goliath dies.
Oh, he gets killed.
Yeah, he gets a fucking hole blown through his chest. So we haven't talked about that. That'll be next summer.
Okay.
Coming up. So there was some casting news about how Goliath's addition to the MCU will add some elements, and one, he's supposed to be dead technically after Civil War, so that'll be interesting.
So he's only going to be in one movie?
No idea.
We'll see. MCU is going to be different.
It will
But
be different.
both Civil War 1 and 2 had black superheroes dying as a result.
God. Yeah. As a result for white grief.
Well, it just kind of got stuff started, right?
It did.
You know?
Well, technically, so what was the huge catalyst in Civil War? It was children dying.
Yeah,
And then,
I hear
and
you.
then, and then when the heroes clashed, the first casualty was Goliath.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So, but with Civil War II, the one that caused the major rift was Rhodey dies. Spoiler.
Yeah, but it was a shit story.
Yeah, well, the thing was is that him dying was a huge rift between Carol and Tony, but it's not solidified to me how well their relationship with Tony, it's pretty clear. With Carol, it's not as clear, at least not to me, who's not a reader of Carol and her relationships, and it wasn't very clear on why she was so upset. So I mean, technically I figured she would have felt that it was just another fallen soldier, but there was a bit of maybe personal ties to it, and it wasn't spelled out for me, so I didn't quite get it.
I thought there was sex involved, obviously, and then fucking.
That's what you would think, but she didn't talk about it. She didn't say, "Hey, I loved him. We were going to get married. We were in a relationship. Blah blah blah." None of that. None of it.
Have any MCU movies had sex involved in it? Like, nobody's fucking in that series, huh?
Yeah,
I think at least in Superman versus Batman, there's little or
this?
Beavis or Batman versus
MCU.
Well, it really wouldn't like fit in their movies.
But it's implied. I mean, it's implied Pepper and Tony smash.
No. Steve and Bucky, come on now.
Oh,
Grab him by the hair.
damn! Bucky with the good hair.
Put that arm to work.
Yeah, I mean, we don't see in all those comics. We don't see any sex scenes really in the Avengers. or-
We do. Oh, Agent Carter. Agent
What's
Carter.
the name did? Deadpool did. Deadpool had a whole
Yeah,
fucking.
but that was an R-rated.
Yeah. and
Hard R.
Agent Carter took BBC. So
What are you talking
in her
Yes,
TV
he
show?
on a
Yeah.
TV show.
Yeah.
No, not kinda. They smashed.
Okay.
He busted it wide open.
All right, so, but Ant-Man and Wasp will be obviously Ant-Man 2, and that sequel comes out next year. It's still going to have Michael Douglas and all that shit.
Yeah, Michael Douglas is back, but we get the addition of Lawrence Fishburne and Michelle Pfeiffer. And Evangeline Lilly this time will don the new version of Wasp.
I feel, well, there was no trailer at San Diego, if I'm not mistaken, for Ant-Man and Wasp.
No, there was casting news at San Diego.
I feel like nobody's really, it's not on most people's radar in terms of excitement quite yet.
Yeah, I guess not. I mean, a lot of people were unsure about the first Ant-Man. I actually enjoyed Ant-Man.
Yeah,
I thought it was really good. So
Were your expectations low going in? Because mine were.
Mine were.
yeah, I guess mine weren't as nearly as high as like other MCU movies because I'm not a huge Ant-Man fan. I didn't give a shit about him. I know about Hank Pym and what he's done, but usually that's outside of Ant-Man because he kind of like left that aside. I didn't give a shit about Scott Lang, but watching the movie it kind of took me back a little bit, and I was like, okay, I could revisit this character if I wanted to.
Who plays Ant-Man?
What's his name?
Guy from Kansas City.
Guy from Kansas.
Paul Rudd.
Yeah, Paul
Paul
Rudd.
Rudd.
Paul Rudd's a national
was that-
treasure, so that's already a plus for that movie.
How is that? How is he a national treasure if you don't even know his fucking name?
Nobody else knew his name. I just couldn't think of his name. That's why I said it.
He's a national somebody.
Yeah, he's a great somebody.
Shit.
Holy fucking shit. All right, is that all you got on fucking Ant-Man and Wasp?
Yep.
God damn. All right. You want to stick with MCU? All right, stick with Marvel for a quick second?
Sure. Yeah, sure.
All right. Some spoiler alert warnings going out right fucking now. It's going to be some spoiler stuff from very recent Marvel comics. This is your spoiler warning. Black Widow fucking died in Secret Empire number 7. I haven't seen if there.
7, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen if there's another one that came out today yet.
I didn't pick up my comics, but yeah, I think
Okay.
it's come out today.
So we haven't read the latest, but anyway, what I found really, really interesting was there really didn't seem to be anybody who noticed, cared, gave a fuck about this. And for years, I had to suffer through people demanding and telling me that she was a fucking superstar and that everybody loved her and she needed her own fucking solo movie. Why is it that nobody seemed to give a single solitary fuck with a series that is doing very well? This is one of Marvel's big events.
Probably because people who think she should have her own movie are just the people who watch movies and don't read the comics.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's most definitely. And also, like when Hulk died in Civil War II, no one really gave.
Nah,
a fucking
fuck you,
shit.
motherfucker.
No one gave a fucking
People gave
shit.
more- people gave
yeah,
more of
no
a
one.
shit.
No, you know why no one gave a shit? It's because they knew he was gonna fucking come back.
Well, yeah, I
so,
get that.
Yeah, so no one gave a shit. Same about his first 2 movies. No one gave a shit
Stay
about
on
those either.
subject. Stay on
No one
subject,
gave a
goddammit.
shit about those
We talking about
movies.
Natasha.
Reclaiming my time, reclaiming my time.
Yeah, whatever. I'm talking about Natasha, goddammit.
Yeah, so I mean, shit. How many times did fucking characters die and come back anyway? Shit, she lost her eye in fucking Age of Ultron and still has fucking eyes now. So shit, not that big.
So you're telling me people give a shit about her, but they didn't care about this?
As far as the movies in the MCU, yes, they
Because
do
it's
care.
Scarlet.
Because it's Scarlet.
God damn it.
No, well, not just that. She's been in since Iron Man 2.
Yeah,
She's
it's
been
because
in
it's-
numerous movies,
because
and
of
because of
Scarlet
Scarlet.
Oh,
But
yeah.
they give a shit about her enough to warrant a solo movie.
They want to see
Yeah, they
Scarlet.
want to see Scarlet do spy shit.
I think that's what it is.
You
They
heard
want a
that?
Scarlett Johansson movie, not
wow.
not a Black
We
Widow
got
movie.
80% of the podcast saying
I don't
they
give
wanna
a
see
fuck.
Scarlet.
Scarlett Johansson and Black Widow do not need a solo movie. She is not that big. She's
Yeah.
not that big
Oh,
time.
shit.
I agree with that statement.
But here's the thing, though. No one gives a shit about Mark Ruffalo doing a fucking solo Hulk movie.
No, people give a nobody.
Ain't nobody.
Hold on. Why did they ask-
Nobody saying shit about your fucking.
Universal shut the shit down. I get that, but he gets asked about it all the goddamn time.
In you and your echo chamber, yeah. They,
San Diego, goddammit. You got asked about it in San Diego.
you screaming in the mirror about how you want a Hulk movie. That don't mean that there's 2 people that want a Hulk movie.
I'm whacking off while doing it. Let's get that straight. But no, I'm just saying this. I don't think this character, because we had the greatness of Civil War, or not Civil War, Winter Soldier from a espionage spy shit thing, we need this. I really don't. And I think the buzz for it has definitely gone down in the last few years. Not
Yes,
up.
I think Marvel missed the opportunity to make a solo Black Widow movie. They should have done it either just before Winter Soldier or right after, and that window's closed.
Probably just after. So
Yeah, I think that would have worked really well. But now they missed their window of opportunity. Now they're focusing on Captain Marvel.
There's like no point in making a Black Widow movie.
There you go.
Well, a little.
There you go. I thought it was
in Agent of Carter, they played around with. They talked about the whole Black Widow program, how like they take girls and train them to be like assassins. Because in Agent of Carter, there was a chick that was part of that program trying to kill Agent Carter. So.
That was sort of interesting, but in terms of what they are trying to build in this MCU movie story, with it being involved with the Infinity Stones and everything, branching off into Black Widow's storyline doesn't play into it at all.
I agree.
So, I mean, I wouldn't sum that up as it being a whole absolute saying like no one wants this movie. They would have done it if people care about it. It doesn't fit in this actual story that they've been putting together for damn near about a decade.
Well, I would argue that even to a certain extent, because we haven't seen Black Panther yet, we don't know how that fits into the greater story
We
yet.
do know. I mean, they've already encompassed it in where now Bucky is literally on ice.
But not with the Bucky part. I'm really talking about the Infinity Stone aspect of it and Thanos. That's the major story of the MCU, really.
Well,
yeah,
essentially the whole.
There's more to it than that because like Wakanda has not played a role yet.
Yeah, but you're excited about
did.
You're excited about
They
that.
did.
Oh yeah.
In Civil War,
we were introduced to Black Panther in Civil War, so seeing that you want to see more of that. Just like we were introduced to Natasha in Iron Man 2, so her character grew since then. So people want to see more, find out more about her, how she got her skills, how she ties to everybody else.
Wait a minute. Well, just to go back in Civil War, Wakanda is very much tied into it because T'Challa's dad is blown the fuck up.
Yeah, of course.
So it's a major plot point in the entire reason for why there should be registration or should not be registration. I mean, it's obviously different than the comic book reason with the New Mutants and the whole bus thing at the school. But I mean, it was the bomb went off and it killed a bunch of Wakandans. Then who were doing a peacekeeping mission there, and
then
and then when they were at the UN and Wakanda decides to show up for the first time and how they're normally reclusive and don't like to be involved with shit, the King gets fucking blown the fuck up. So the whole Black Panther storyline, I mean, definitely plays into this current MCU universe and story.
Get in here.
Yeah, nobody wants to see a fucking Black Widow movie, man. I mean, to be honest with you, nobody's really interested. She's not really. She's in the Avengers, but she's like basically Hawkeye level, you know. So nobody wants to see a fucking Hawkeye movie, right?
A Russian female spy. The last time we gave a fuck about that storyline was what, Angie Salt?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You know, and that's the only time in recent history I can fucking think of it. No superpowers. I don't think anybody. I think a few people do want it. I'll give you that, but I don't think an overwhelming number want it badly enough to where it should move other movies out of the way.
I mean,
and we have a timeline
she
already.
didn't even get as much buzz as Agent Carter did, and she got her own show.
True.
And nobody watched that show.
Yeah, well,
that show got
Agent Carter
canceled.
had 2 seasons.
It got canceled not because of viewership. It got canceled because of other reasons.
What are these other reasons, bro?
They don't like money?
Yeah, no, what are these other reasons?
I can't remember what it was.
I think that's
They're not going to
viewership.
get Scarlett to do TV though.
Yeah,
True.
that's kind of hard.
I'll get you on that.
Yeah, another thing, both not only in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but also in Agent Carter, they showcase some of the history of the Black Widow program.
Yeah, well, hold on. You just said that, by the way.
Yeah,
Couple
but
minutes ago.
but that ties into that character, so people are curious about how does this tie to Natasha.
No, nobody wants. She's not a very interesting character, and we gotta be honest. At this point, even though I realize that Scarlett Johansson is a huge draw in general, her movie real estate is going down the fucking tubes right now. She's made like 3 flops in a fucking row.
Say it again for those in the back, Chronos.
She made it for like 3 flops in a row.
Say it with your chest. I mean, facts are facts. Come on now. You know, I think in 2014, folks were really, really gung-ho about this. She was on Saturday Night Live, campaigning, making jokes and shit.
She's always going to be on Saturday Night Live. She's
Yeah,
regular.
and that's fine. All I'm saying is, I think Marvel knows what they're doing. I'm glad they didn't give these cucks what they wanted, and I'm glad that they had a direction and
Making
a
it
plan
personal.
that fucking didn't include a misstep like that. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't say it was a misstep, but I think it was a missed opportunity.
It doesn't play anything into what the story that they're telling right now. It would have been just an easy, obvious attempt to try to pander to, I think, women viewers.
Out of the last four Marvel MCU movies, which one do you think should have been canned or postponed in favor of a Black Widow movie? Y'all the ones who want this
No,
bullshit.
not
Push back, because you can't have more than 3 movies in a goddamn year.
Like I said before, it doesn't play into the story that they're telling, so that's why I don't think it would.
Oh, so you don't want it either?
I don't say I don't. Would I watch it? Would I watch it? Yeah, I would. I would watch a Black Widow movie, but in terms of jamming it into the middle of the story that they're telling right now with the Infinity War, it does not play into it all. It would not make no sense. It would just be a distraction. It would just fuck up the whole continuity of the story that they're trying to sell. So, like Cronus said, now, I mean, even after then, it would have been pushing it to wedge it in after Winter Soldier, but now that sort of buzz has died down, the fire's simmered down, I mean, it's pointless to even try. Maybe you can revisit it later on, but that doesn't even seem like a realistic option.
Yeah,
I'm still curious about the program, but not in terms of where I would pay $12 and sit in a 2-hour movie about it, because I would need to see her fight some sort of massive villain rather than just a anonymous Russian secret program.
Well, one thing about to answer Prodigy's question, I would have said this would have been actually kind of good after Age of Ultron, because everything's kind of fractured, Shield's dismantled, she could technically look for Banner, also maybe have she could have
be doing spy shit.
So what would have been interesting is that we could have ran into the Winter Soldier before Winter Soldier and Captain America. Like, he could have had a mini cameo.
Oh, actually, they could have done it before. What was the one where she meets? Was that Iron Man 2?
Yeah, she works for Iron Man.
That
3.
would have been maybe even a decent spot to throw it in there if you were going to try to do that, because I think essentially with Black Widow, it would have to be a prequel in terms of us knowing her backstory. But how everything's been going, like, just constantly forward in terms of the MCU movies, it would make no sense to go backwards. So I think they missed their chance if they were going to do that.
They completely did.
And I think it was wise for them to just fall back.
You know what they also could have done? Not made the fucking movie. I'm just saying. Look, to be honest with you, I would not be surprised at this point if they did actually make a movie, because as of last year, Hollywood realized that, holy shit, girls watch movies too. And so now everything's got, like, they're upping their ante with female movies, and eventually we're going to start getting shit female movies, because we've already had some.
Ghostbusters last year, goddammit.
And then we had, like, the one with ScarJo in it recently.
Yep.
Oh, that was her little. Oh, with the Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah, so I fully expect Hollywood to try to hop on some bandwagon, just flood the market with female-driven storylines and movies and shit like that. And unfortunately, some of them are going to be shitty, because that's just the law of averages.
So I definitely think that there was opportunity for the MCU, and I think that window closed. So now they're going to have to focus on trying to make Carol Danvers interesting to watch.
Can I pitch something to you? Y'all tell me if it's truly trash, truly trash idea. I put this out there to Kevin from Comic Dubes, and I'll tell you what he thought of it after you guys tell me what you think of it. A Doctor Strange sequel, but this time with Scarlet Witch being really in the mix. Two folks who are obviously really good with magic to a certain extent. Her almost like a buddy cop thing in terms of going out and fighting mystical things in different dimensions. Scarlet Witch, Doctor Strange, teaming up, kind of like Man and Wasp or like Thor and Hulk in a movie together. Doctor Strange 2. What do you think?
Wait,
shitty?
Would be interesting.
Scarlet Witch she wasn't born with her powers, right? She was an experiment, right?
No, she's Magneto's daughter.
No, in the MCU.
Oh, in the MCU, yes, they did fuck with her genetics.
Okay,
no, because now it's canon, so she's not actually Magneto's daughter.
Yeah, that's
her and Quicksilver. They're supposed to be Inhumans or something like that.
What do you think, though? Can you put her in with Doctor Strange?
Well, the reason why I brought that up is because I was thinking that maybe he can become like a mentor to her, where he teaches her how to like really control her powers or something.
Sure.
Well, there's the whole storyline where she tries to kill everybody.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think that they've nerfed Scarlet Witch in terms of how they've gone out with her or presented her origins and first portrayed her on screen, because she's a bad bitch.
Sure is
in the books. Like she just like wrecks fucking fucking damn near the world and shit, doing her hexes and shit, and can't be stopped unless she kind of wants to.
Best part of Age of Ultron. I didn't like Ultron at all. I liked her hexing way better than anything with him.
I was hoping we would have got at least a little bit more of that in Civil War, but we didn't for some reason.
She made a bullshit cameo and that was it.
Yeah, they locked her in a room which was kind of bullshit. So I don't know. I think they would have to sort of retool some stuff to maximize her power, so people realize that, having read the books, how much of a badass character and how powerful she really is. So it'd be interesting, especially pairing her up with Doctor Strange, because we sort of understand the concept of Doctor Strange and the power that he wields, even though he hasn't really maximized it in front of us on the big screen.
Yep.
I don't think most people realize that about Scarlet Witch, though.
True.
So if Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witch kind of learn together, because in the MCU he's still kind of grasping the whole magic stuff and learning his abilities. If she does and then somehow goes rogue and then becomes the setup for a new baddie, I might be on board for that.
All right.
Yeah, that's a good synopsis for that.
Synopsis.
Wow.
Kevin Feige, get on that bullshit.
So what was Kevin's thoughts on it?
Kevin actually didn't think it was all trash. You know what I mean? He likes to trash me, but he thought it was legit.
And he does it well.
What was legit?
Or the idea for Doctor Strange and,
Oh, that was your idea?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck that.
It's gonna be boo boo.
Remove Hulk and add like someone cool like.
God damn it. I was going to say, throw Vision in there as like a dark horse kind of hater, too. Like, why my girl spending so much time with this Doctor Strange dude?
Oh, just make him cut. Oh, so basically Vision's cucked.
You know what should be good is Thanos should persuade Scarlet Witch and get her on his team, and she goes off and kills Vision to get his gemstones to give to Thanos, and then that's how
I like that.
Yeah, but he's already got his Black Order, though. Black Order is way more powerful than Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, he probably won't give a fuck about her.
Well, you mean he's been sitting in a chair right now? Maybe he might hire some new people.
He got a tank top on. Man. He got a wife beater now.
Do you have an issue with the no armor thing?
He's got a whole fucking army. I don't give a fuck.
They got to explain. I mean, we have not seen nearly enough Thanos at this point because he wasn't in Guardians 2 at all. You know what I mean? We'll see if he's in Thor, but they got to explain a lot. Okay. My favorite thing about him though, for the trailer that was leaked, I like the fact that they said in there, death follows him. I fucking got chills. I was like, holy shit! I hope they get this right.
Have you watched the trailer that was leaked?
I can neither confirm nor deny that I've seen it, but yeah.
We're trying to get to Comic-Con, goddammit.
Yeah, right?
All right, so this next portion of the podcast is going to be brought to you by GameFly. GameFly is a monthly subscription service where basically it's like Netflix, but better. All right, so what they do is they send to you a game. You make a list of games that you want to play, right? And they'll send you the first game that's on your list. And then when you're done playing it, you send it back, and they send you another game. And you keep going back and forth, however long you want to play games for. And greatest thing is that there's no late fees. So it's pretty awesome service. They also have a movie service, so they can send you movies as well.
That's why they're better than Netflix?
Exactly, because they have games and movies.
So it's better than that bullshit library that's trying to charge me fucking 3 cents a day for the book I never brought back in 1988?
Damn.
It's better than the library, too.
Yeah. Fuck books. Get GameFly.
Damn.
Save your money. Get
Exactly. GameFly gonna take that slogan from me. I'm copyrighting that shit. Fuck books, get games.
Wow.
I don't think I was supposed to curse.
I was going to write it down, but you already messed up the whole promo. Anyway, so yeah, they have over 8,000 new and used games. Some of the games that are coming out soon is Uncharted Lost Legacy comes out later on this month. I think it's August 22nd, something like that.
Something like that.
Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle. It's coming out for the Switch. I know Ages of Mayhem is coming out. I'm looking forward to that one. That's coming out on the 15th.
Wait, Mario Rabbit, that's the one with the rabbits, right? That dresses up as like the princess and stuff and plays with them? Oh, I remember
hilarious.
that. Extra E3.
And if you want some more ScarJo action, you go ahead and get that Ghost in the Shell.
Is Ghost in the Shell game?
No, it's a movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a Blu-ray.
Which I actually watched recently, and it's not as bad as I was expecting it to be.
Yeah.
So you didn't you're the only one that actually saw it in the theater.
No, I've seen it.
I didn't see it in the theater. I saw it.
I saw it in the
home.
theater.
You ruining this
the only one
promo. There's a promo.
I thought he was done.
Yeah. No, I'm not done. We didn't say that code yet. But y'all new with this? Yeah. Anyway, go to if you go to GameflyOffer.com/BTHBTI, you will get your first month of subscription for free. free. That's right. You get to play a game for a month for free. That's pretty awesome, right?
30 days.
Yep. So gameflyoffer.com/BTI, and that'll give you a month free. So yeah. Now on with the podcast. I want to talk about PlayStation kicking ass once again. What's going on with Xbox?
Dude, that was the best transition ever.
It's getting hot here.
You be sucking on fucking Microsoft's dick though.
You be sucking on PlayStation. Sony's dick, who charged me $43 for nothing.
The fuck? You always got some bullshit, personal bullshit.
They always got some bullshit.
What, $43 for what?
I don't know. They won't. Gotta find out.
Jesus Christ.
Some
You and your
bullshit.
personal problems, man.
Yeah, fuck Sony. Fuck your gay station.
How dare you?
Your homeboy, you're just mad. Xbox fallen. Bill Gates lost his top spot.
Give some context, Carlos.
So basically, they were kind of surprised that they're still outselling like the Switch, because the Switch is still selling like hotcakes, but PlayStation's still outselling them by far. But upon further inspection, the Switch is still has shortages, so that's really not a surprise. But the fact that PlayStation still has such solid sales is kind of surprising, because we're like
4 years now?
Yeah,
We're deep in the.
we're deep.
We're getting close to the back end of the.
And when I checked stats about a month ago, I thought they had surpassed the 60 mil worldwide mark, which is a nice
I'm
mark,
pretty sure they did.
especially in this day and age, you know. So
What's kind of crazy is that they're not the top console yet. Like the PlayStation 4 is like in I think like 5th place.
Oh yeah, nowhere near.
PlayStation 2
Yeah,
yeah.
So they haven't beaten the Wii, they haven't beaten the
one.
PlayStation 3, they haven't beaten the Xbox 360, they haven't beaten the PlayStation 2 or PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
I mean, back in the days, as we've mentioned plenty of times on this cast, you know, there were some monster consoles, you know, in terms of going into the hundreds of millions of sales.
And then those that don't know, I know that for a fact this month on the PlayStation Plus, they're giving their free game. It's going to be Assassin's Creed Freedom Cry.
Oh, the Django one.
Django one.
Nice.
Yeah, so if you're mad and you just want to kill slave owners, PlayStation's got that hookup for you. You can go around lynching racist people. And
Well, you can't lynch them, but you can machete the fuck out of them.
Oh, damn.
I'm on to use that rope thing. That was my favorite weapon all time. I seen that. I was like, I'm doing that to everybody.
I think they have that one. I think they also have Just Cause 3, and last month was Until Dawn.
Yeah, and they also had the Game of Thrones Telltale edition.
Yeah, slowly they're getting a little bit better with the PS
Well,
Plus.
they did supposedly, I guess, recently raise their prices slightly for the
I thought
PlayStation Plus.
Was that in North America or just
UK.
Europe? 'Cause I thought it was
okay.
just UK so far. I'm sure it's coming for here.
Oh yeah.
Well, PlayStation Plus was like the shit to have, like when they first announced it, because they had some like fucking A-list titles on there, like God of War and
you need it for
Grand
online
Theft Auto
gaming
and stuff like that.
It's mandatory now.
My issue for me is like, at this level for the PlayStation 4, there's no reason for the Sony exclusive games. Like Infamous should be free on there on one of these months. I mean, Second Son, that's been out
thought it
for
was.
forever.
It was
About a while ago.
Maybe it was, but then our God of War 3 should be the remastered one on PlayStation 4. Did they already release that one too? And maybe I missed it.
You might have missed.
Maybe
that.
I fucking
That
missed
sounds-
it.
Yeah,
All right.
it's been I mean, when they first started, it was like AAA title.
Yeah.
And now it's like you're getting like bullshit.
Probably because they're mad they
IDN.
lost out on that Rocket League money. Because
Oh, did they lose?
Rocket League was free for
right.
the longest time, and I'm seeing commercials on TV for like Rocket League like tournaments like here in the Bay
yeah.
Area. Like Rocket League is just gone bananas. I mean, now they're selling it for money, but I jumped off on that right away, and I was like, this is hot. Like it's fun. It's continuously. I mean, you can play with friends, and now they got tournaments, online tournaments. ESPN is showing shit on Rocket League. I mean, it's soccer. With
I
race
saw
cars.
some
It's fun.
celebrity wearing a Rocket League T-shirt, and it had like the ball, and like it had a car like upside down. I was like,
Oh yeah,
that's a Rocket League shirt.
Yeah, it was legit. It was a
That game was fun.
Golden
to have.
Eggplant nominee.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah. Oh,
there you
yeah.
go.
Yeah.
I like how they had the DeLorean in it.
Oh yeah,
was
they
fucking
released a bunch of new content for
Yeah.
like different
Oh.
characters. They had a Batmobile
Yeah, they
one.
had a Batmobile one.
I want to say
I got
there's a
that
Rick and Morty something that they're promoting the past couple
Probably.
days. Yeah, it's legit.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
go ahead.
PlayStation's definitely killing it in the market right now as far as sales goes for the
But why
PS4.
not? Why not the Xbox, bro?
Even Xbox One, they
Because they got no exclusives, bro. They got Crackdown.
That's a shame. What kind of business model they running over there?
Damn.
Selling lemonade with limes.
I called this shit at launch. When they started launching the fucking Xbox One, or the Xbox One, I was like, where are the exclusives? Like, the first thing they talked about was all the entertainment value, but I was like, what about the fucking game?
All they had was
What about
Titanfall
the
that they were
games?
pumping out.
Remember when
had
they
no
said that
story.
bullshit of you need to be online, and
Yeah.
if you're not online, like because of your area or something,
or-
tough cookies.
Or you couldn't sell your games or some shit like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, you couldn't trade
Oh,
your
they
game.
backpedaled quick, and then especially because they were selling that was it the snap function of it, where you could sort of go in between TV and the game.
Oh, yeah.
they had like
It was something that they were like, "Oh, this is the
cable
greatest thing."
company that was part of it.
Yeah, and then they completely just threw that aside. Same thing with the voice command aspect
Yeah.
of it, and then they stopped making the Xbox Ones with it after a while.
Oh,
that
you
the
mean
Kinect?
the Kinect?
The Kinect, yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. If you enjoy your box, that's all good. I'm not shitting on the fact that you may enjoy third-party games, but
I mean, it's not a shitty console. That's one thing.
Yeah.
It's definitely a good console to have, but they just don't have the exclusive
Makes a good
gameplay.
doorstop.
goddamn. Well, let's talk about. I mean, we're here in August now. Goddamn it, I can't believe it. Let's talk about some of the things we're looking forward to because now this is the busy season. The fall is the money season for fucking gaming. What are we looking forward to, gentlemen?
Remember back in the day when between June and September, or actually June and October, there was no fucking games.
None. Dead zone.
Yeah, now it's changing.
Yes.
I mean, we're getting Agents of Mayhem, which I'm looking forward to. I want that. I want Shadow War. There's a few other ones too. I can't remember right now.
For me, I trust Naughty Dog is going to knock it out of the park with this Uncharted Lost Legacy. I loved Uncharted 1 through 4. Is anybody else pre-ordering this? Are we jumping on this? Well, y'all looking at me like I'm fucking talking.
I'm trying to remember what it was. When is
Lost Legacy is August
22nd.
22nd.
Yeah, that's
we
like
have
the
no
last-
date on Red Dead, correct?
No, not until
Red Dead is
2018.
2018.
Okay. I feel like I'm overlooking something massive. I mean, I'm going to get the Horizon.
DLC.
DLC.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
not
for
until
sure.
October.
Yeah, I will definitely get that for sure. And Spider-Man's 2018. That's I'm hyped for. What about the God of War?
Is
I
God
think
of War
that's
2017 or 2018?
I don't think they haven't really said. It's got no
Yeah.
solid release date.
Because at E3 they showed a good bit of it.
Yeah, but
They
it still
showed
could be.
They showed it last year too.
Yeah.
They showed a lot for Spider-Man too. That's not coming out for a while.
We got Fractured Butthole coming.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Is that December of this year?
I believe so. They've pushed it back a bunch of times.
Speaking of South by, Prodigy was tripping this fucking week. Talking about fucking Teen Titans Go, got all these celebrities and shit.
What we do?
Nobody, only fucking cartoon on TV that does that. Get the fuck out of here.
Have you heard of The Simpsons?
Yeah.
Well, I was talking about for
musical soundtracks.
Yeah, musical soundtracks with pop stars, and you're right. South Park did do it, but that just puts Teen Titans Go in a great category with South Park
Or Biters.
Legend.
You don't make me hop off our trolley on this Teen Titans Go train that I've been on because I'm on the bandwagon of Teen Titans Go, but don't say any reckless crazy
I'm
shit.
just saying.
Hop off at the next station.
CeeLo Green and Fall Out Boy are on that
There's
shit.
too many
It's just
crazy
good.
folks on this buzz. Get the fuck out of here.
Beat somebody.
Yeah, no, he was sympathizing rape. He was
Yeah.
advocating rape
Really?
against somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
You don't remember that?
I know we
No,
got
I don't remember that.
Oh,
Seriously,
yeah.
was that this year?
That was last year. That's why they took him off the
Oh, was
Voice.
American?
The Voice. Yeah.
God damn, really?
Yeah, because he was talking about, oh, that's not real rape.
That sounds familiar. That sounds familiar.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
Damn, CeeLo. All right.
yeah. So I had to go sit in the corner and time out for a while. Let the heat die off of him. Someone do some stupid shit.
There you
Cake,
go.
Cake Man in chat room says Teen Titans Go is still bitch made.
Oh, god damn it.
That's because he didn't have a childhood.
Yeah, there you go.
He had to raise his sisters.
You gotta have joy in your
I
life.
seen where you grown up, bruh. In your house.
Gotta have joy in your life. All right. What? God damn. Were we still on games? We just fucking fat.
Yeah, we haven't really.
Yeah.
Do you ever talk about like more details about the Atari console that's coming out?
So details were kind of sketchy when we first talked about it.
Yeah, I think there's some more details that came out. Like, you know, they still haven't done any specs or anything, but like we definitely got like a good image of it. It's got like wood grain looking like the old school way, but it's definitely gonna be like it's gonna be. They're saying that it's gonna be able to play like old school Atari games. I guess it's gonna be probably like a downloadable feature, but they're also gonna have new games too. That's gonna be only exclusive for the Atari.
I'll pay.
But that's pretty much all that's
I'm not
it.
paying more than $25 for this. I'm just telling you right now.
You ain't selling me on Pong. Pong remastered.
But what is
Like,
Pong of the future?
Because like yesterday, they can make Pong in school.
Exactly.
I'm talking about elementary school. Kids.
Yeah.
Pitfall. Or
Kids
whatever.
made Pong and fucking Little Big Planet, which is fucking like a sandbox game. Like it's
So
the game's awesome.
I mean, since we're talking still on retro gaming, I guess the SNES price is going to be at $80.
Is that right? That's right.
That's not bad.
Is that what? How did the NES throwback
Classic?
one? NES. What was the price on that?
I don't know.
Do you remember?
I think it was 60.
Nobody actually knew because when it came out,
There weren't enough.
yeah, everybody
Yeah,
was like,
Nintendo seems to all be about the demand wanting to be way higher than the supply.
yeah, I think it was 50 or 60. So,
Okay.
And this is like 30 games as well or something, right?
yeah, really
And,
games.
I see. Well, do we know when the release date is?
Later this year, I believe.
the Super Nintendo Mini. That's
You're assuming we did research, Stitch. Why are you
so
putting us
this.
on blast?
So actually, we were talking about this. So the price tag's $80, right? But apparently, you can get it the last week of August. And it's supposed to be released in the first week of September. So apparently, there was some weird mix-up about the release date. So I guess they're going to release it a week early.
So around Labor Day, basically.
So we'll see. But is
I'm gonna-
$80 a reasonable price for? And
Some people are going to get it.
I'm
I
not-
know
no.
some people are
I
going
was
to
never really hyped on that SNES. I mean, they had some fun games, but I don't think for me personally, it seems like it
library?
was a little bit later of a generation in terms of what that being their classic system. Like for, I guess me,
You liked NES better?
NES was my sort of classic system. That's where I first fell in love with gaming. Like it was like the second generation with Sega and Super Nintendo. So they had some fun games. I mean, F-Zero was great, but in terms of like it making
Star
me go
Fox?
like all nostalgic, it was always Star Fox was great. It was always NES. So I would pay to get the NES, but the SNES, I'm like,
so this will actually have a completed unreleased game. They're releasing Star Fox 2 with this system.
Yeah,
I talked this a while ago.
Yeah,
The NES
so-
Classic Edition was $60. It was $59.99 MSRP.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so this is 80.
That's only
shit.
$20 more.
Is
See how
any,
it does.
real quick back to some of the other games though? Is anybody actually going to fuck with World War II Call of Duty, or nobody?
I probably
everybody's
won't.
burnt out
I'll
on it.
probably buy it later.
Later,
You know, just like I didn't buy, Infinite or whatever.
okay.
Well, I probably still haven't bought it.
Far Cry 5.
Oh, I'm definitely.
Oh, that's the one.
Okay.
Yes, that's the one
Okay.
I'm excited for.
All right.
Yes.
And Assassin's Creed, are wait and see?
Is that this
yeah,
year?
probably.
Yeah, that's this year.
They have not been consistent lately.
Yeah. I mean, well, they took a year off last year, which I was happy to see them do.
I'll decide when I see the reviews for it. As long
Okay.
as they don't put this embargo until it comes out, I'll wait on that. I will definitely pre-order probably Far Cry.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And you didn't play Primal. You missed.
Primal I missed because I was in the process of moving out here. That was the only reason why I didn't get into Far Cry Primal. And then when I finally started getting situated, then the Division came out, and I was pretty obsessed with the Division for a while. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to go back and play, and then I just kind of moved on. But it's the only one since 3 that I haven't played. But it was fun when I did play it. I enjoyed the whole prehistoric element to it. It was great. It was fun.
Okay.
I'm cautiously optimistic about Battlefront 2 because it looks like they improved on a lot of shit, listening to the community. So I'm excited to see what it's going to look like closer to launch.
But Destiny.
What about
He jumped
Destiny?
off. He jumped off the Destiny train last week.
You missed that BART train to Destiny?
No, I got off just
Left
like
the
you.
station.
Well, you still on that Teen Titans Go
It's
train.
like this now smells all like my piss. It's time to go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm looking forward to is the Marvel vs. Capcom Infinity.
Oh, yeah.
That comes out in September, so that's...
With no damn X-Men.
We should sue them for copyright infringement.
Yeah, right. Oh, they spell it... Well, we spell ours with an E?
We spell it correctly, goddammit.
They spell it with
They spell it with an E.
Really?
Yeah.
Infinite versus Infinity.
Yeah. I hope that one's good. I really am. I want Capcom to have a win when it comes, because it seems like there's been good fighting games again this year. You played Tekken, and there was Injustice 2.
Injustice is great.
I mean, that's a solid, along with Street Fighter, that's some solid shit right now going on with fighting game.
Was there a new King of Fighters this year, or not?
Not that I recall.
No.
I don't know. Yeah.
Maybe I think there was like a crossover,
maybe that was it.
console, not a console,
A crossover game.
a cabinet, an arcade cabinet.
So what is Sony doing with Funimation?
Ooh.
So it looks like Sony is going to acquire 90% of Funimation,
And those
which
that don't know what Funimation is.
so Funimation is it's you ever watch Dragon Balls? Funimation is behind that. They're
Dragon Balls.
I love the way he describes it.
well, because Dragon Ball is like their number one show that they provide, Funimation. But they do a lot of different anime. But they're an anime provider. They take shows from Japan, train them in English. They also dub them too with English actors or American actors or people who speak English. But yeah, they're a huge franchise. They've been around for years. And yeah, Sony's going to be acquiring them, which is kind of interesting because there was a huge merger between Funimation and Crunchyroll. So I like to see what's
I
going
was
to
going to
happen.
ask, so with the difference between those that don't know it or anime noobs like me, where Crunchyroll sort of provides like a service where you can view it, Funimation is more hands-on in terms of
They're
like producing
both.
or
Yeah, almost.
Okay.
Yeah, both. But they're also like almost like a publishing company too. So
Okay.
since they do all the dubbing too, they also do that. But like they'll release stuff on Blu-ray and DVD and stuff like that too. So
Okay,
that's where they.
So pretty much, it looks like, I guess with this purchase, it'll be integrated, I guess, into your PlayStation, and you can just
hopefully.
click it on a nice little app and.
Because right now, Funimation is a paid service on the PlayStation.
Okay.
I think it's like $6 a month, just like Crunchyroll.
Well, yeah, but they're merging anyway into VRV or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, so apparently there's already going to be some changes to the PSN Plus. They're talking about adding in PSN Now to your PSN Plus if you already have it. So we'll get free streaming games
If you already have it, or is it an extra bump up in
if
price?
you already have it. Because apparently they're already going to bump up the price for PlayStation Plus anyway.
Okay.
They already did it in Europe, so
What,
And in Europe, they're also getting the PlayStation Now?
yeah.
Okay.
well, some of the good news about Sony buying
bad.
Funimation is Sony has some big powerhouse titles out there, and they might be able to like provide, I guess, more content than Funimation could do by themselves. So we'll probably see some interesting, more interesting stuff coming from Japan.
Sounds
Here's
positive.
my thing. Sony controlling, I mean, assuming that obviously Funimation and Crunchyroll are still kind of merged and that doesn't change with this acquisition, it'd basically be like Sony controlling the entire anime world in a lot of ways. You know? I mean, there's still going to be some independent stuff on Netflix
Yeah.
and some other studios or whatever, but the vast majority of anime that we all watch and have seen for years and years and
There's
years.
a lot that's not Funimation though.
But I mean, talk about Funimation and Crunchyroll.
Yeah, but they didn't say anything about Crunchyroll. They just said Funimation.
I thought he said
But
Funimation.
weird.
Well, they merged, but it doesn't.
they're still separate at this point.
Yeah, I don't think they're still
But
together. I don't
isn't
think
it
they're
a
solid
time?
company.
I thought it was a time thing where they were leaning towards merging between Funimation and Crunchyroll.
I don't know. Well, see, the thing is, I don't know how that's going to work because Funimation actually makes anime, don't they?
Yes, they do.
Crunchyroll doesn't.
Well,
they just
I thought-
translate. They're a translation service.
Crunchyroll they do distribution and they do the dubbing and subbing, like he was saying. I don't know
Yeah,
if they
but
make.
they don't make anime.
I don't think they make it.
Funimation does that.
They make it too. Okay.
Yeah, they do all of it.
I'm pretty sure.
much.
Let me fact check myself, but I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Speaking of which, do y'all see that Crunchyroll is going to be showcasing an American anime, I guess, from someone who's a friend of the podcast, Lasan Thomas, who previously worked on, he's an artist for the Boondocks.
Yeah.
So he has
From the show or the comic?
the show.
Okay. TV.
So his show on Crunchyroll is called, where did I put it?
Oh.
The Children of Ether.
I'm incorrect. So Funimation is an American entertainment, anime, and foreign licensing company.
Okay.
So I don't think they make,
They don't make it.
per se.
Okay.
Yeah, they're just like those are they're just like Crunchyroll. They're like distribution shit like that.
So again, I still want to. I didn't understand the whole Funimation Crunchyroll merger or partnership or
Maybe
whatever the fuck it was.
It's probably licenses that they have. Maybe they want to acquire.
Because there's
them.
Funimation stuff on Crunchyroll now,
Yeah,
more
a
of it,
bunch of
not
stuff.
all, but more of it.
Yeah.
And if Sony's able to show all of that, that's huge. I mean, it's a ton of fucking anime.
And Sony has the money to actually produce movies under Funimation. They
know,
can actually create.
You know what Funimation doesn't have?
What's that?
That hentai.
Oh,
yeah.
You got to go someplace.
All this shit's pretty PG-ish.
Crunchyroll has like ecchi kind of stuff, but it doesn't have, and like Kijo and whatnot,
Yeah.
but it doesn't have hardcore hentai either.
No, you got to go someplace else, which I think is secretly backed by Crunchyroll.
Well, there's anime.
How you
anime
wait, how you gonna put that out there
Yeah, I'm
with
just
no
saying.
fucking backing or substance to it?
Well, I'm not gonna endorse what this site is, but It has the word haven in it. I'm just saying.
Oh, God
Haven or
damn it. God damn it.
Haven or heaven? Heaven.
Haven, not heaven. It might be heaven once you find it, but
Damn. All right. But LaShawn.
yeah, LaShawn Thomas has the. I believe it's streaming now or within this week. The Children of Ether. So this is actually, I saw him on Twitter talking about this a while ago, and I didn't understand what was going on. But it's based off of his comic.
Yes.
So he had a comic that he had like a couple years back. He managed to get it to be made into animation, and it'll be on Crunchyroll.
It looks dope.
So I'm actually excited about this.
Yeah.
I'm interested in definitely seeing this fucking shit.
Yeah. I mean, I like his art style. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I feel like Boondock was kind of like borderline anime on its own.
I feel like it's a quote-unquote American anime.
Yeah.
Especially with some of the scenes that they like ripped off an entire scene from
Naruto.
Naruto.
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
I saw that scene. It was in the trees on the first season, and I was like, "Holy shit! You're absolutely right with Boondocks."
Dude, they stole. Let's be real. They stole a bunch of scenes. They stole. They stole the Mad Max scene. They had a whole fucking thing.
Well,
the chicken flu. That was like 4 movies in one episode. It was fucking dope though.
There was also that scene where when they fight the blind ninja or the blind.
Oh, they
swordsman.
fight Stink
Yeah.
Steener.
Yeah, Stink Rainer.
Colonel
Fucking
H.
great.
Stinkman.
But then like that was was that not Fifth and North Star? Was it Ninja Scroll where they stole that from?
Probably.
Yeah,
It's very
with the
similar.
hat.
Yeah, the guy with the hat.
So for those of you who've
bad.
seen Ninja Scroll, it is suspiciously similar to Samurai Showdown.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you ever play Samurai Showdown, almost all
the
those
game?
characters, the game, those characters in that film almost identical. Almost. They have different names, but almost the same.
Are you trying to say all anime looks alike? What the hell? That's racist, man.
There was some other anime news that I posted in the chat literally fucking today. What was that shit?
I forgot what you
Oh,
were
it's
talking
about
about.
Netflix talking about?
Yeah, Netflix has some original anime, and they've had this for a while now. Knights of Sidonia was a good example.
Yeah.
Castlevania's a new one.
Castlevania, and then the
Voltron.
and the Seven Deadly Sins.
Yeah,
you know.
that was really good.
But they have good trailers for new anime that looks dope as fuck. They're coming hard again for OG original anime. Netflix. I like it.
They're coming hard for a lot of shit. Fucking live shows, comedy, full-length features. Oh, speaking of which, we were talking about Will Smith's new like sci-fi shit.
That looks dope.
That's coming to Netflix
You know what?
as well.
After seeing the trailer, I was like, "Holy shit, this might be good." Because before I was like, "Why is he doing a movie for Netflix? This gonna be some bullshit." But it looks fucking good.
Yeah,
as hell.
Brad Pitt's done a movie for Netflix where he plays a real-life army general. Netflix is going hard.
Shut the fuck are.
So I'm interested. I mean, the Castlevania shit. It was only 4 episodes, but it was fucking dank as fuck.
I loved it.
We get
fucking loved it.
What's comes out this Friday, right?
Voltron will be out in 2 days,
Alright, I started
and I
season
will be
2.
watching that.
Isn't
shit.
like Defenders next week also?
Yeah.
no,
maybe
18th
next week.
The 18th.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn, that's fucking
2
soon.
weeks.
It was
Yep.
in August.
Yeah,
Damn,
all in
flying
August.
by.
And then
Damn.
I kept seeing that Luke Cage season 2 will be out first or some shit. Is that true? Anybody know?
For what?
For Netflix for season
Wait, what
2.
date?
Sometime later this year.
Oh, wow.
So I don't know if that's true or not. Anybody know? Heard nothing?
I know
Okay.
the Punisher's coming up next.
Yes, that too. So
Oh my god! I get
Netflix is coming out swinging. Everyone's been talking about Stranger Things though ever since they dropped that trailer, and everyone's gonna be watching that Halloween weekend.
Hell the fuck.
I'm looking at some of the anime that are coming out to Netflix. Like the title of this is called Netflix announced 13 new original animes. This was
13.
3 hours ago. So
Yep.
this is like some hardcore press news here.
Breaking news.
There's gonna be Devilman Crybaby.
It's got a trailer attached. to it.
Cannon Buster. Mm-hmm. That's like some old school anime there.
Wait, Cannon Buster from the comic?
Looks like it.
Oh shit, that's more LaShawn Thomas.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
There's the beginning, which looks like it might be like one of those like drama style animes. It almost kind of looks like Sword Art Online a little bit. We got Sword Gal, Gay. Can't pronounce that. Guy.
I don't know.
Sure.
There's AICO Incarnation.
Algo or Alco.
All right.
It had dots in the middle. Lost Song, which looks fucking dope. Looks like a video game.
I'm gonna give a quick shout out to
Pedal bear right there.
Yeah, right.
Derek wanted me to give a quick shout out to his daughter Kylie, who listens to the podcast because her
shit.
dad listens
Oh,
on
goddamn
road
it.
trips.
How old is she? Please tell me she's 18.
I guess he's got it trained down where she knows not to repeat some of the stuff that's being said.
She knows I'd fuck a pig? Goddamn. Oh, man.
It looks like
I was trying to avoid calling you a big fucker, but
She
you fucked
sort
up.
of thinks that we're like all mini celebrities or whatever, which
like
is like
it.
hilarious. I'm just like, oh my god, because like I met her like through Derek and stuff. So
oh, wow,
it's
there's
absolutely
gonna be
hilarious. So shout out to Kylie. Thank you for listening. Don't listen all the time, and only listen with your parents.
yeah, right.
Supervision.
Yes.
Netflix is working on a Godzilla Monster Planet.
That
anime.
one looks fucking incredible. I like
Yeah,
the
like
sound of that one.
Anime?
Yeah, an anime, and then this one might be the one you were talking about, Baki, which looks like it's like a boxing thing. No. So we'll see. We'll see how these all come out.
That's a huge list,
It's a
man.
fighting brawling game.
It's fucking dope, dude. I love it.
Yeah.
Wow. Go ahead. You got one? Where do you want to go next?
Move on.
Should we
My
talk
Hero-
about? Oh, sorry.
My Hero Academia.
Yes, yes.
Fuck yeah.
Another story arc just wrapped with training with the other pro heroes, and then the hero killer Stain came in, and it's fucking incredible.
I got to issue a retraction, goddammit. I was too early on the shitting on the first part of season 2 because I did not like the sports stadium. I thought it dragged on way too much. They got rid of that, and
You
it's
were
been
complaining about like a
they've
theme
been-
song or
they've
something.
been hit. No, that was theme song was Naruto
Oh,
season
okay.
the part 2 or whatever. But they hit the fast forward button on season 2.5, and everything was Stain, everything with El Torino or
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
everything has been so fucking good with this.
Yeah. She was amazing. Like the fights were dope. That guy Stain, that's like a really good villain.
Oh, he's
Oh, fuck
perfect.
yeah.
Well, he licks the blade. First of all, he has to cut you, and he's awesome with his blades.
Yeah.
And then depending on the type of blood you have, you will be frozen or immovable or whatever.
Immobile.
Immovable for a period of time. And it's just it's one of those animes everybody should fucking watch. Kind of like Attack on Titan. It's just incredible.
Dude, like his fucking skills were like insane. Like he had the title of fucking hero killer because he fucking killed heroes. Like
Yes.
but he did it for a reason though. Like he would kill like corrupted heroes. Like that was his thing. Like because like at the end like there was like that bird thing that took the kid.
Yep.
And he fucking was unconscious, came out of it, broke out of the handcuffs, killed the fucking thing, and just fucking like froze himself for some reason, which I didn't really
No,
understand.
he broke his rib
Yeah.
like in the fight, and
Yep.
he just like his body just caught up with him.
Well, I thought maybe his own blood got into his system, so
No.
he froze himself.
No, he broke his rib and passed out.
Oh, okay.
But
Because it punctured his lung.
he's strong, he's aggressive, he's a psychopath.
Oh, yeah.
But he kind of makes fucking sense. That's a great villain.
Yeah, especially when like he's killing people and like telling them how like they're flawed heroes.
Yes.
Like this is why I'm gonna kill you. It's like damn, that's fucked up.
And it takes 3 of the newer heroes to bring him down.
Yeah.
You know, and they have to work fucking together. What's the guy, Ice and Fire Man?
Todoroki.
Todoroki, man.
He's dope.
He's almost overpowered, but
Oh, yeah.
he uses it so effectively. Half of it is like complete Iceman skills, and half of it is Human Torch. That's what he is.
Yeah.
It's fucking great. But we also got to see what's the name learn how to control his power a little bit better.
Yes.
Which was fucking great. So I like to see how far he grows.
Well, he has 4 different names. It's
Deku, Midori. something like that.
yeah, and then there's one more name.
And he has like his hero's name.
Yeah, so.
His hero's name
Like
is
Daki? Oh, Daki, yeah.
Deku, yeah. So, but it's a dope ass show. I can't wait to keep watching that one. I'm glad it's one of those animes that we're all watching, basically, or at least most of us. You know, so that's fucking cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna go to like kind of sort of filler in the next couple episodes, but
Or have they caught up to the manga already?
no. Well, they're going to because I heard like the season 3 is still being written in manga. So.
Oh shit! Damn.
Yeah. So
Oh, well.
I don't know what entirely was in season 2, like in the book.
Okay.
So we'll see. But I already saw the preview of the next episode, and I can just tell right from like the preview it's gonna be fucking filler.
Yeah.
So,
That's all right. That's all right. they're due for a filler, especially after these last two and how good they were. You know what I mean? I'll stay on board.
Well, it's weird for me because, you know, like if you come from like the Naruto, so Naruto did a really good job of like not having fillers for a real long time, and they had fillers for a real fucking long time.
Long as fucking like damn near 2 years. So like
I think it was like 3.5 years. They were on fillers.
God damn.
long as fucking
Yeah,
time.
it was fucking long.
Dude, there were so many fucking episodes in that show.
Yeah, but you can skip most of them. I mean, not well. Like after a while, you can like there's a list on. You can look online. Just look up how to watch Naruto without fillers.
Yep.
And it'll tell you which ones to skip. So
It's super valuable, and I'm glad I finally started watching it. There's great episodes, and I like the mythology.
Yeah.
I'm all on board,
I
man.
think it's funny people say that, you know, Naruto has a lot of episodes, which it does. But fucking One Piece has over 1,000 episodes.
Oh, goddamn.
Over 1,000.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude.
And it has a lot of the core characters supposedly living on that fucking long, which is amazing.
I wonder what anime has the most amount of episodes.
I thought it was One Piece. I think that is the one for the most episodes or whatever,
Yeah.
longest running One Piece.
Probably is at this point, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, it looks like it's One Piece.
yeah.
It has 1,488 episodes.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Actually, wait, no. Skip. Sorry, that was something else.
Oh, is there like one from the 60s, Astro Boy or some shit?
Yeah, there's one from.
7,000? What the fuck? That's an anime?
I don't know. I gotta look this up.
7,000.
But
That's a lot.
it's originally aired in 1969, so
Oh, shit,
and it's still ongoing.
It says Saze-san. It's over 7,000 episodes.
God
But
damn.
the episodes are only 6 minutes long.
Oh,
okay.
Still a lot of TV.
Well, if you cut up any TV show into fucking 6 minutes, you're gonna get to 1,000 pretty goddamn quick. You know what I mean?
Damn, there's a lot of animes that are on here that's hella long.
Yeah.
I've never heard of.
I think for most modern ones, One Piece has got to be way the fuck up there. But definitely watch My Hero Academia, and I will watch anything with Sean Thomas does. He needs to come on this show, goddammit.
See, but we've already reached out to him before.
We're gonna reach out to him again. He needs to be on this show. We big time now. We wasn't big time. You know what I mean?
Shout out to him. I mean, he's doing big things. So
He needs to explain himself on there.
right.
Shoot us a free copy. Let us review it. Goddammit. Put that out in the atmosphere. Can we
This one anime, it's been out for a long time, but it's like one of those weird looking ones with like little short kid, little bubble head and stuff like that.
if it has shit animation, I ain't fucking with it.
Yeah, it's Nitama Ranataro.
You know what I'm gonna ask? Are the food is in it?
There probably is some.
All right, that's good enough. I'll take
that's
it.
all bad.
Here's what I want to switch gears to a little bit. I got a new waifu.
Oh shit.
Here we go. Zazie Beetz from Atlanta. Domino. Deadpool 2. Have you seen the pics
Of her-
blowing up the goddamn internet?
With her vitiligo eye.
Yeah, so I have. But why they reverse her colors?
They've completely changed the character. There's no fucking doubt about it.
To not raging out.
I'm not raging out because I was never a Domino fan, and I truly believe that most people weren't crazy about Domino. And I'm not saying there were no fans. Period.
I know who she is. I know her powers, but
yeah, but
she's in Up Next program.
yes, she definitely is. She's had some great Deadpool comics and whatnot, and X-Men stuff for a while now. But in this version, she has vitiligo.
In her eye.
Her eye, there's like a patch around her left eye or right eye or whatever.
Yeah, which is funny because in the comics she's white, like really fucking pale white.
Yeah.
And then she has
Goth looking.
a black patch around her eye.
Yeah. Now I never knew if that was skin paint or if it was like her actual
either.
skin.
Yeah.
But again, most people, at least when I was reading comics back as a kid, didn't really care about her backstory all that fucking much.
Which is actually kind of an interesting character because right now she's sort of like a bounty hunter / thief.
Definitely.
So she has like basically her powers are she gets lucky,
Yeah. Extremely.
extremely lucky. It's with things that she can see.
Yep.
She kind of reminds me of the guy from the DC universe. Oh man, his name's totally slipped my mind. The one that rides a motorcycle, the space bounty hunter.
Lobo?
Lobo?
Yeah, I meant her Lobo.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Lobo's like an alien and shit.
No, but her skin tone and features kind of look
yeah.
similar to his.
Can you show the folks in the chat what she looked like?
Like you can't shoot her with a gun. Actually, no, I can't because I haven't set up her laptop yet.
All right. Well, look her up online. I mean, she's looking sexy as fuck. I will give her that. And it helps promote Deadpool 2. I'm curious what is going to happen in this fucking movie with Cable, with Domino, and with fucking Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool.
Do you know how much budget they have for this movie versus what they had in the last one?
I would say it's got to be like at least $50 million more than it was for this last one.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, more explosions.
You know?
I think it's gonna be hilarious because I think it's gonna be a scene with like them fighting, and she's gonna pull off something like ridiculous bullshit. If she gets like literally, she can like throw a penny up in the air and it'll kill like 3 birds and then kill somebody else on the way down.
Yep.
So and then you literally can't shoot her with a gun.
That's gonna be funny as shit. It's gonna work its way in the Deadpool movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm on the Marvel's website right now. I'm looking at her power grid, and the official ratings for her, she's 1 across the board for intelligence, strength, speed, ability, energy, projection, and fighting skills.
But she's super lucky.
But, like, the Fed voted her like she's like 5s and 4s and 6s and stuff. So it's,
Well, she definitely shouldn't be a 1 in like intelligence or like fighting ability.
Yeah.
That's just kind of silly.
Was that on the trading cards back in the day? Is that what you're
They have
looking
an
at?
official Marvel website.
Yeah.
One's like Toad level.
That's also the same one that has like. Have you looked at the Punisher?
What did they give the
They're
Punisher?
not, but it's ridiculous. Like it's way. Basically, you can kick fucking Thanos' ass.
Oh, shut the fuck
Like, it's
up.
like- yeah,
He's
it's
like a
fucking-
7 out of 7 on that?
Yeah, it's ridiculous, man.
Oh, god damn it.
Well, he couldn't kick his ass, but like he's way overpowered.
Holy shit.
And like if you look at like what the meanings everything mean,
Yeah.
it like makes it seem more ridiculous. Like his strength is like on par with like maybe the Thing. And I was
Shut
just
the
like,
fuck
what
up.
the fuck?
I mean, he's a war veteran. I get that, but I
Yeah,
mean,
but he ain't
the
a
thing is-
super soldier.
Yeah.
It's fucking
What the
stupid.
fuck?
I mean, unless they modified it. Last time I looked, it was like ridiculous.
That's crazy.
But yeah, the pictures I've seen a couple. Oh, there's the picture where she mimicked Deadpool in front of the fireplace. I saw that picture where she's laying
she's,
down
like,
on the
laying
bearskin. Yeah, that was pretty interesting. So I'm wondering who's
damn, yeah, he's hella overpowered.
gonna. Yeah.
Read his stats.
So his intelligence is 5, strength is 6, speed is
I'm sorry,
5,
6 out of what?
10.
out of 7, or
Oh, out of 7.
yeah, out of 7. It's out of 7.
His speed is what?
His speed is 5 out of 7.
5 out of 7?
Yes, his speed is
It's like
5.
Quicksilver, basically.
No, his speed is 6 out of 7.
Oh, shit.
Oh no, it's 5 out of 7. His strength is. Wait, what the fuck? This is like weird because there's 2 lines and it keeps throwing
Strength
me
is
off.
6, speed is 5, intelligence is 5, fighting is 7. Get the
Holy
fuck out of
shit.
here.
And then when you look at like
Energy is
hold on.
4, which
Where
is
are
his
the-
lowest attribute, and durability is 6.
Homestead.
Stop.
Strength
Stop.
is 6.
I can't remember. Like I forget where to look up like the actual meanings, but it's like way overpowered.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's ridiculous.
Well, let me. I haven't really paid attention to Punisher like since back in the day. Is he now an Inhuman, or did he
No.
do some mutant shit?
Still a normal person.
Gamma radiation? Did anything fucking happen to this dude to where he has these stats?
He's about to be
No.
War Machine
'Cause,
though.
I mean, I don't know how they're defining this, but they used to have it in certain classes used to mean certain things. Where if you were a class 5 strength, it was something like over 100 tons you could
Yes.
lift.
I remember that.
And there was like 4, 3, and same thing with speed. I remember that there were definite numbers for speed and strength. I forget
Yeah.
how they quantified the other attributes, but those don't make any sense.
So look,
I can break down for you.
Yeah, do that
What
breakdown.
I mean, go ahead.
well, I was gonna say I just looked up Thanos' power grid, and his intelligence is 7,
Dude.
his strength is 7, his speed is 6, his durability is 7, energy projections is 7, and his fighting skills is 7.
yeah, but look at
down.
Punisher though
Yeah,
compared
he's like
to.
1 step down.
All right, so
Yeah.
according to Marvel on their official website, it's his durability is a 6, which means he's superhuman.
What the fuck?
So that's okay. And then
How?
energy is a 4, and that means
It's like Olympian.
medium range, medium duration, single energy type. His fighting is a 6, which is real ridiculous. Master of several forms of combat, which is, I guess, believable for the Punisher.
He can fight.
Yeah, intelligence is a 5, which is
It's like just below Tony Stark.
he's a
and-
genius.
Ah.
His speed, this was going to be ridiculous. His speed is a 5. That means he's supersonic. All right?
Oh, shut the fuck
And
up.
his strength is a 6, which means that he's superhuman, able to lift between 75 and up to 100 tons.
That, I remember when we had our dank death match thing, we were comparing Spider-Man and Wolverine. I was like, those numbers don't make any sense for like Wolverine, and they don't make any fucking sense for Punisher. Like, unless there's something I completely don't know about that happened to him
Yeah, that's what-
recently. No, he's just a regular.
They even have it on here. Powers, none. and then the abilities is all shit he did. Like,
I mean, he's a
He's not
badass.
stronger than Wolverine.
No,
he's
or
not stronger than
Spider-Man.
Sabretooth.
No.
Like,
Or
no.
Juggernaut or
No.
Hulk or
Maybe-
She-Hulk.
I guess
I would say Captain America should be able to fucking is stronger than him. If Captain America's a superhuman,
super soldier. Yeah, I agree.
maybe there's like different classes they just don't have on there because like since he's a human, maybe he's high in those categories.
Someone's got to tell us what the fuck has been happening with Punisher lately. Because goddamn,
we need to petition Marvel. Be like, fix your old dated shit.
And they probably
like,
updated it right after they had what's his name, fucking Shane come in as Punisher. Like, are we gonna make him dope now?
Yeah, exactly. Damn, I want to watch the show if they got that because he could actually go toe to toe with Kingpin and take him out easily. Then
No, Kingpin whooped his ass in that scene.
Well, he was fucking chained up.
Yeah. But with these stats, you telling me he can't do it?
But so was Kingpin. But Kingpin just snapped out of his handcuffs because the guard brought him in. He just was like, oh, whatever, these fucking plastic ass.
Wait, look up Kingpin stats. Are Kingpin stats anywhere close to the?
Probably not.
We can't really trust this site though. It's all kind of wrong.
Kingpin busted through and just fucking played basketball with fucking his head.
I thought that Kingpin had the cop in his corner, so he had it unlocked.
No, he busted out because as soon as he said something stupid to Kingpin fucking flipped the fuck out.
He did flip out.
Busted it and just started fucking playing double dribble with his head on that desk.
I believe Kingpin is strong as fuck.
He's on fire.
I've always believed Kingpin is strong as fuck.
Spider-Man's out a few times.
Yeah, I mean he's supposed to be, but goddamn,
That's just weird.
fucking Punisher.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen in this season of Punisher. He's gonna snort an Infinity Stone. Fucking.
I'm looking at the rankings.
He's got a durability.
His strength is a 3.
Stitches in his car, driving to Marvel right now.
It is a 3, but his speed is a 2. Yeah. So his strength would be actually his speed is normal. Okay. So his strength is a 3. You said.
How?
So it's peak human, able to lift over twice his own body weight, up to 800 pounds.
Well, he's a big guy, so that's a lot of weight.
Dude, but still, what the fuck? What?
You're telling me that
He should've been smarter.
fucking Punisher can bench more than Kingpin? Nah. Miss me with that shit.
I'm not buying it.
This site is no longer credible.
Nope. Marvel, you need to fix your shit.
Hire Old Ninja to fix your shit.
He can get booty pics back.
Get Old Ninja job 2017.
Oh, did y'all see this bullshit? You might have to pull this up, Kronos. I know you type it in the chat. BC Avengers, Million BC Avengers. This sounded like horse shit to me. I don't want to shit on it completely before I've actually read it. But I don't like this cast.
Did they go like back in time or something?
Yeah.
I saw articles about it. I haven't checked my comic shop today, but look at the shit that's going on here.
The fuck?
What the fuck? Who is that on that mammoth?
It's
Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider.
Oh
On a
my
flaming mammoth.
goodness.
Yeah.
A flaming mammoth.
Is this out already?
The fuck.
Is this a comic or is it like a joke thing? Like
What?
This is comics.
Star Brand?
is that Wolverine?
The black. Oh no,
Yeah.
that's the Black Panther.
Yeah, like Neanderthal looking. They got Phoenix. They got Iron Fist, I believe, which is
Wait,
a
is
girl.
Iron Fist female?
Yep.
Doctor Strange.
Agamotto.
Yeah.
Oh, that Agamotto.
And then they got Thor, which Thor actually almost looks appropriate.
Odin.
I'm sorry. The Odin actually looks appropriate. I'm down with the Odin. But everything else missed me with this bullshit.
It looks kind of like a what if thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't get a good vibe from it, though. There's some good what if stories, but this one seems weird to me. But now, if you show me Odin kicking ass back in the day, I'm down for that.
Like I can, if this was just artwork that they were just posting up, you're like, oh, that's kind of cool. But if they're making a comic based off of it, this doesn't.
It seems as hokey as that bullshit from the monster shit. Remember earlier?
Yeah, I missed all that shit. I was
Monsters
like,
Unleashed.
Nope, they tried to give me that shit in my comic book pull, and I was like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Take this shit back.
Yeah, and you stopped finally reading that goddamn America, though, right?
Oh, I saw that a long time ago.
Good.
Actually, I want to bring that up on the podcast today with. So we had a podcast earlier. Sorry, we didn't even mention it, but we had Joe Illidge on the podcast.
A great podcast.
Senior editor for Lion Forge Comics, and I think I don't know if he heads it, but I know he has a lot to do with Catalyst Prime. Mm-hmm. And we're talking about some, diversity in comics, and I really want to bring up that comic in particular, but then I was like, I don't know if he'd be comfortable calling out a particular comic. But I mean, he talked about a lot of stuff.
It's candid.
He did call out a couple things.
It seems like he definitely knows everybody in the industry, so it might have put him in an awkward place. Even if, like, obviously we have our issues with it.
It sounded like he doesn't really give a fuck anymore, to be honest.
Watch that be his ex-girlfriend or something.
Yeah, you never know. That's my sister-in-law.
Well, what was interesting, he actually he talked about a little bit how, like, being in the industry from from the time he was in there, he got to see like how they would do diversity like completely wrong, and
Oh shit! What happened?
that was a
What
GoPro
happened?
dying.
That was a GoPro.
Can you
Yeah.
plug it in?
What we need to do? We still live, right?
Yeah, we're still
we're still
live.
live.
bro.
Yeah, we're still live.
But you need
Unless you're on SoundCloud, we're not live.
I'll just use the live feed. For
Fuck it. Fuck it.
Okay.
We'll pick it, fix it in post.
What else can?
Unplug it and plug it back in.
This one.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do that. Keep going. Keep talking.
All right, so yeah, that podcast is awesome. You're gonna hear a lot more about Catalyst Prime. We do our
San Francisco
San
Comic Con.
Francisco Comic Con panel on September 2nd at 7 to 8.
Yep.
Room 3014.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Moscone Center.
Yeah.
San Fran. It's gonna be fucking dope.
Should be fun.
All right. Do you wanna go to Procter and Gamble?
Yeah, I'll talk about it. So,
Oh, I forgot to watch it.
It's like what, 2 minutes?
I wish I could put it up on here.
Yeah,
Oh, my
no.
We
dad's
don't want to
not
get cut though.
Well, it's a commercial, so I don't think I think it's okay to play a commercial.
I think.
Google be
I
fucking
don't
up them
know, yeah.
rules.
Google may get us.
But explain it. Break it down.
So basically, what they did was they had this commercial where, I mean, if you're African American, this is not going to be new to you, where it's through the ages, parents of African American children having to have the talk with them. You know, basically, how back in the day people got treated like second class citizens, or you're pretty for a black girl, shit like that. You know, and it was pretty hard hitting. You know, if you actually understood that's a real thing, because it is a real thing. And white people just went fucking crazy. And you know me, I don't really subscribe to fucking
Victim shit.
ethnic fucking politics. But in this one, it was just like so obvious that every person that was commenting that it's racist was white. I'm like, you guys realize that these talks really do happen on a daily basis with people of color in general, especially African Americans though, with their children.
Yeah.
Even today, like, and there's no arguing that, and it's not racist to say that. Everything I saw in that video, people were saying that it was anti-cop and shit like that, but they didn't say anything about the police.
Yeah.
They didn't say anything about, they weren't shitting on any other group. They were just having parents give their kids the talk of letting them know, that they are not second-class citizens, or to caution them in certain situations.
Yeah, real quick, I was just gonna say that in one part of the commercial, you see, I think, a mother explaining to the daughter in the modern times, because it fast forwarded through like 60s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and then today, to like where you have your ID on you, and then come straight back home after practice, or just be very vigilant when in your vehicle and you're driving and whatnot.
Yeah. To kind of piggyback on what Cronus was talking about, there's people saying that this was promoting victimhood.
Yeah.
And they were talking about how, once again, like, this is terrible product placement. But then if you watch it, they don't talk about products at all. None of their products. Procter & Gamble has their fingers on almost everything American that most Americans buy.
Household goods.
Yeah, household goods, food, beverage.
Yeah.
It's virtually kind of impossible for you to boycott them if you say you're going to boycott them, unless you get your shit from Canada or some shit. Or if you join Amway. But
Shit, not even that.
yeah.
Did this
global
commercial
company.
air? Has it already aired?
I don't know if it's aired on national TV, but I have seen it on YouTube. There's one scene in particular where it was probably around 50s or 60s, where the mom is talking to her daughter and she says, you're not pretty for a black girl. You're pretty in general.
She says you're beautiful.
You're beautiful in general.
Yeah.
And we had talked about this on a previous podcast about my cousin, how she gets that at her work, where people tell her she's pretty for a black girl. And it sends her into a rage every time.
Well, it's backhanded compliments.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you speak so well. Like,
Yeah.
How am I supposed to speak?
Oh, yeah. Hey, you don't sound black.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, tell me, how do black sound?
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Speak it to me.
It's a very... I'm glad that it was touched on, because, like Cronus had said, it's an actual talk that parents have. I mean, I don't have
Or
any
should
kids.
have.
Yeah, or should have, especially with everything going on today. But even thinking back, like, I never had, like, an academic driver's ed course saying, okay, when you are pulled over by the police, this is what you need to do. You sort of just kind of have to deal with the
the fuck
fear
out.
of being pulled over by the police, because obviously it's nothing about, like, Not to go down that road of saying like, oh my God, they're going to try to fuck me up or anything like that because the police pull me over. But I mean, you get pulled over by the police. It doesn't matter. You just sort of kind of are stressed. So it just goes into this situation of like how to handle it. I mean,
From a parent to a kid.
From a parent to a kid. I'm like, I mean, because I remember the first time I was pulled over, I remember I was in my brain. I was like, all right, just keep my hands at 10 and 2. I know I get my license, registration, insurance, and I always say yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. I look over my shoulder, and it was a female cop, and I completely started fucking up and started stuttering like an idiot. I was like,
I don't call him sir, man.
I was like 17, so I didn't know what I mean, I got out of, I didn't get a ticket, but I was just like,
Were you watching those Pornhub videos with the white cops?
This was
and the
before.
black
This was before you could watch
Those
porn
are
on the
great.
phone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't want to derail.
This is like 1998, 99.
It was like what 33.3K instead of not to pay 6K.
Yeah.
What is 480p?
But I mean, they bring up very valid points
Yeah.
that people don't really want to talk about and publicly acknowledge that they are pertinent conversations to have with your children that are definitely taking place in certain aspects of the community, especially with African Americans, people of color, just in general. These are talks that happen, need to happen, and they put a camera in front of people showing them having those conversations. It's no different than a girl having a mom-daughter conversation about a mom telling a daughter, like, no means no. If you want to have something with a guy, that's fine. But when he says no, he needs to stop and let nobody pressure you into doing something you don't want to do.
She says no.
What people aren't flipping out, being like, "Oh my God, they're portraying men as rapists or the victimizing male culture." It's just common sense. Like it's just having that behind closed door conversation. They're bringing out in the open, and saying, "Hey, this is what goes on."
Well, the part that fucked me up even more was that they were talking all that shit, but especially in the eras that they were speaking of, they were like, you had to talk to your kids back then. Like, you had no choice, because back then there really was, like, rampant racism. Like, today it's better, but it's not fucking gone.
Yeah.
You know, for somebody to sit there and be like, oh, that's racism because, you know, back in the 1940s or some shit, they're scared of white people. Well, it's like, well, yeah. I mean,
there were public lynchings.
Yeah.
I mean, look at
water fountain
most,
issues.
Yeah, most famous is Emmett Till.
Yeah,
14-year-old kid accused of whistling at a white woman, publicly hanged.
Yeah.
You know, and it's funny you brought up the thing about like when you get pulled over because people don't know what the fuck to do, and that's totally true. Like I was watching a video the other day, and this is fucked up because it was a fucking white girl, but she got no accident. Somebody rear-ended her. She got in an accident. She's kind of fucked up. So she called the police, and so what the police do? They came and they thought that she was drunk, and they made her walk. Like they gave her the drunk test.
Oh.
And obviously she was just in a fucking accident.
Yeah.
And she was like stumbling and shit. And they're like, "Oh, well, you're drunk." And they handcuffed her ass.
Damn.
And then to add to the injury, the motherfucker felt up her titties.
Oh.
I was like,
wait,
dude,
male
what the-
cop?
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? Like, it was like rubbing her. I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
And it's all on camera.
Yeah, all on camera.
Oh boy.
And he's
God
like,
damn.
you failed the DUI, the field sobriety test. But she was like, but I was just in an accident.
And what's that got to do with her titties?
And of course, I mean, let's just take it a step further. If you are a female and some male starts groping up your titties, if you're a cop, white, black, whatever, you're going to have a very harsh reaction to it. And then the situation will just escalate further.
Because she pulled away. She was like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Because
Stop resisting.
Because he didn't say anything. He didn't say, I'm going to search you.
Yeah, and like some women don't know that they can request a female officer to be on the scene.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I don't know about that. Like,
Yeah,
if you're in a
you-
serious crime.
Yeah, well,
You're-
no. If you're stopped and you're cooperating, and then they ask to search you, whatnot,
You're allowed to pat down somebody. A lot of departments will, if it's a male officer, they'll use the back part of their hand to to feel like that. So it's not like groping. They can't physically strip you down, search you, put your hands. Oh, let me see what's in your pants.
Touch
kind of
your
deal.
toes.
But for
Call for my boy.
Yeah.
yeah.
Let me use my thumb.
Normally for officer safety, it's allowable to do a free pat to make sure that you have nothing sharp pointing in your pockets, no weapons, anything like. All right, I'm going to search you for drugs to see if you're hiding something in between your legs or under your bra. Most times they'll call a matron or a female officer to handle that. Most times, most departments. Sometimes if you're in a smaller department, you have limited female officers. You might, and let's say it's 1 a.m, you don't have a female officer on, they can't really call somebody out. Might not be able to get a neighboring officer. Sometimes they just have to.
Yeah, and I understand that, especially when it has to do with your safety.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to pat somebody. But usually when I see like good cops do it, they explain to you in brutal fucking detail exactly what the fuck they're gonna do. Like, I'm gonna look in this pocket for this. I'm gonna look in that pocket for that. Okay, and now I'm gonna pat like behind your back, and it's
That's important. That's
Yeah,
important.
yeah.
Can I ask
so-
for the real quick though? I'm sorry. For the folks who haven't seen the actual commercial, what is the title that we can give them to search in YouTube or whatever for it?
It's called. Look
Talk.
up Procter and Gamble. The Talk. Perfect is what it's called.
Go ahead.
So I was just gonna say some of the top brands that are owned by P&G is this is the top. This isn't all their
Go
brands.
ahead and try to boycott them, angry people.
Yeah, right. So Always, which is a really popular female product. There's Bounty. There's Charmin, Crest, Dawn, Downy, Febreze, Gain, Gillette, Head and Shoulders, Love, Olay, Herbal Essence, ALTSpace, Oral B, Pampers, Pantene, Swifters, yeah, Tampax, Tide, and Vicks.
So essentially, if you don't want to be a dirty, grimy bitch,
Yeah, right.
living in a trailer park, just wiping your ass with leaves.
I'm gonna make my own soap.
yeah.
It's gonna be like that scene from Batman where the Joker was putting the poison in all the hygiene products. So everybody wasn't wearing makeup and deodorant and shit like that.
Yes.
There's gonna be a bunch of dirty motherfuckers walking around protesting.
Just watch Hoarders. If
Yeah.
you want, if you want
Yeah.
to see what your life will be like without those products, watch Hoarders.
What about S-Curl? They got any of that? S-Curl products?
Well, you know what's fucked up to me is
That
that
pink lotion.
Pink moisturizer.
I think that most people that are not black watch that, they should like kind of take a note and be like, people still have to go through this shit today. And I think that it's important to understand that like it's cultural relevance. I think that people should take that as an educational point, not that it's racist, because it has nothing to do with, you know, being racist against some other ethnicity.
I would want to ask somebody who's upset about that. Okay,
ask them, how's it racist?
well, even go deeper in that. Okay, if you think that people of color need to be more respectful towards police officers and towards law enforcement, how do you expect that to get portrayed unless you have a talk with your children about how they should possibly handle a situation?
Yeah.
In terms of always having your ID on you, how to handle it if you get pulled over. So you either want them to know or you want them to just freelance and possibly end up in a crazy fucking situation.
Yeah, because we all know there's bad cops out there. And if you do the wrong thing, you might get fucking
Yeah.
killed.
Even if you're not trying to do a bad thing, the wrong thing could be interpreted as a bad thing. Like, oh shit, I need to get my ID and my insurance. Let me go for my glove box before the officer gets there. He's gonna start yelling at you, get your hands up, get your hands up.
Yep.
You're gonna be like, oh shit, I was just getting my ID, and then the next thing you know, you're gonna have some problems.
Well,
And that's regardless of race, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Exactly.
Let me be real clear.
Like you can, like one of the things I learned is that when you get pulled over, you keep your hand, like you said, stick your hand on the steering wheel. I also roll down my windows because rolling down your windows is your hand's gonna disappear from the cop's point of view, and he's gonna fucking
As soon as I'm getting pulled over, the window's coming down.
This was good parenting.
yeah.
I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I'm a parent of 2 kids. This is something that I'm gonna change it up a little bit or whatever, obviously with the times, but because some of this took place in like the 50s and 60s and whatnot. But this was good parenting. I'm going to tell my kids something very, very similar to a lot of these sentiments. Fuck anybody who doesn't want me to, and eat a dick. Die slowly. I ain't doing. Yeah, I mean, there was no 2 ways about it for me. This was just good fucking parenting.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I want more people to see it. I hope they air it actually on like national television.
They
But,
should.
Yeah.
I mean, I did one of those things that should be a Super Bowl commercial.
that would be something.
that would
That would be something.
I was
Shit.
surprised that it came from Procter and Gamble and not like something that was like black owned or some shit. You know?
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
And I was like, they know about the talk. I was like,
Yeah.
they're a
thought it-
global
somebody
company,
came up-
so
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
that's
centered
true.
in Atlanta, right? Is that where their HQ
Procter
is
and
at?
Gamble?
Where
I
they're
have
from?
no idea.
Yeah, I know they're a Southern company.
Okay, I thought it was Atlanta.
So that's interesting because Prodigy was talking about earlier how people were enraged when they showed the Cheerios commercial.
That was bullshit.
Yeah, people got all.
But
the
let's
Navy
just be clear.
They
It was a
want boycott.
commercial. It was a commercial with an African American father and a white mother and their child.
Mixed child.
That was it. And literally, they were enjoying Cheerios, talking about mundane breakfast morning shit,
It was
love or some shit.
I guess the mom, or I guess on the box it was about like how Cheerios is good for the heart and stuff like that. Until the daughter walked in there and poured it on her dad
Yeah.
and shit like that. Like something super fucking adorable.
Yeah.
People got mad about that.
People
Yeah,
got
people-
pissed just because it was an interracial couple. That was
So
it.
people were pissed about that, but they were talking about how the dad was asleep and they were saying that he was lazy.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
So they were saying,
mad at
they were
that.
saying that he was lazy and he wasn't doing anything, so it took the daughter to wake him up to do something.
Wasn't it morning?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, breakfast,
Black people could never sleep on TV.
Well, he was sleeping on the couch, but still, I mean, it shouldn't matter.
That's what the big TV is. Plays Xbox and shit.
So,
Yeah.
in comparison with the Procter and Gamble commercial, there was someone talking about how they showed the moms talking to. It was not just the daughters, their fathers, but there was their sons, but there was no father figure in the commercial, and they were saying, "Oh, this was propaganda showing that the black father is not involved in the family." So I was like, really? It feels like you're trying to nitpick on this.
probably because the white people shot him. He's dead.
Damn.
I've been
Damn.
like, why are you wasting these dry ass regular Cheerios? Now, if it had been Honey Nut, if I ain't no regular ass Cheerios, I'm a grown ass man. Honey Nut Cheerios, you gonna pick all them motherfucking things back up?
Grown ass man eat cereal. I mean,
I look, I ain't never
You
gonna
talking to a
stop.
man child right there?
I ain't never gonna stop eating
wearing the
cereal.
dank T-shirt.
You saw my Instagram picture of my box of cereal I posted. I've been eating that shit dry.
the fucking children.
Yes, yes.
That's just a bowl of fucking sugar. That's all that shit is. It's like,
Pretty much.
You might as well wake up and eat a fucking piece of cake.
You got
Yeah.
a fucking beaker set for goddamn your cold brew.
And that shit ain't no sugar in there. That's what a man drinks. Coffee, black, bitch.
Tying it with your twine and shit with your camera case, like
I drink my exactly.
from what was that? You suck at cooking.
Yeah,
those
yeah.
videos.
Then I fucking work on my stock portfolio and shit. My 401k and shit like an adult.
God
Instead of
damn,
y'all
man.
fucking sitting there eating your goddamn cereal and
Watching
shit.
Teen
Then what do you
Titans
do?
go.
Then he gets up, puts on his rollerblades, goes to the fucking park and shit by himself. What the fuck you doing,
With
man?
your parachute pants on.
Right? Living a dream.
Wearing a romper.
It's just like in that movie Big. I'm going, you know what I mean, to REO Sports. What's it?
FAO.
FAO.
Playing chopsticks on
Yeah.
the keyboard.
God damn.
Everybody from the 80s who grew up then knows how to fucking play the chopstick song. Just
Hell
that
yeah.
fucking
You
movie.
know, I didn't like the 80s for like a lot of shit, but the 80s and 90s were great for us because it was a time before like this helicopter parenting bullshit.
Yeah.
Where like you can like go outside and just like leave for long periods. Obviously, you had to be home at like a certain time.
For the lights come
But,
on.
be gone all fucking day.
I
all
doing
fucking
bullshit.
day.
I literally was thinking about that the other day when I was just driving around Fremont. I was just like, I used to venture this far on my bicycle
Yeah,
with
me
no
too.
cell phone, no pager, and just like, I'll be back before the streetlights come on.
And now you know
And
what's
I
weird?
was and my parents were fine with it.
And you drive around now, you don't see no fucking kids on the street doing nothing.
Nope. Parks are empty.
Yeah.
That's true.
I remember when I was a kid, my mom would give us like, we would go to the swimming pool area, and she would give us, it was $0.25 to catch the bus, and she would just give us our money, give us enough money to get like snacks and stuff at the pool.
Yeah.
But she would put us on, or she wouldn't even put us on the bus. We would just walk out, go to the bus stop, get on the bus, go a good like maybe 6 or 7 miles, go to a swim pool hole. No parents there, just a bunch of kids playing and shit like that. Nothing fucking happened.
Yeah,
Like everybody's fine.
I was a latchkey kid since I was 8 years old. So for y'all that are young that don't know what, because this word probably doesn't even fucking exist anymore. Latchkey kid means that your parents like they give you the key to the house and then they go to work. You come home from school, but you don't come home to any parents. So I had
Right.
to wait for my parents to get home.
Yep.
The same way?
I know. So you're same way. Like I think
Yeah,
most
well,
of the
Same here.
I had a key, and then I wouldn't freak out if my mom wasn't home.
Yeah,
or
she was
whatever.
at work or doing shit.
Yeah, she'll be back. Mom would be back.
and we
Yeah,
knew
it's-
don't
that's why I
fuck
can
that
watch
house
my-
up.
Yeah, don't turn on the stove.
Yeah, don't do none of this.
Do your
neighbor-
homework.
Yeah, she'll be like, if you need anything, go to the neighbor's house, but they may or may not check on you, which they never fucking did, and then I can watch my shows uninterrupted.
So was your key on a shoestring around your neck?
No.
Okay, mine was.
Most people's were.
I had a
yeah.
little chain link kind of.
Like a lanyard.
No, kind of like the dog tag one, but not.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
the metal
I
one
had
or
one, and
whatever.
then
Okay,
we
yeah.
had a hidden one that was hidden on the like.
Oh,
we
yeah,
had
the
this, like,
false
court-
rock.
We had a
That's
courtyard
probably before the false rocks.
sort of thing where you couldn't really see into the courtyard that we were at. We had a bunch of like rose bushes and shit, and there was like one of those mother of pearl rocks. There was like a bunch of them like scattered around, but I knew which one had the key under it. And it wasn't like right by the door, obviously.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, there was I remember this is a fucked up story, but when my daughter was here for like one of the summers,
Oh yeah. Man.
she wanted to go to the park, and it was like I think it was like 10 in the morning or something like that. She's like, oh, it wasn't. It was like 3 blocks away, and she was like 9 or 10 maybe. I was like, go ahead. You know, I was just like, I gave her I just told her just to come back at a certain time. I gave her a watch and all that stuff. So she walks over there, and like 30 minutes later, I get a call from the police. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh,
I'm like,
Union City, right?
yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
how can I help you? And he was like, well, we have your daughter here. And I was like, why is she with you? And he's like, well, because she was at the park. I was like, well, yeah, I told her to go to the park. He's like, unaccompanied? And I was like, yeah, it's right across. It's literally in the same parking lot as the Union City Police Station. And he's like, well, I wouldn't let my daughter come out to a park alone. I was like, are you serious? You're a fucking cop.
Yeah.
I was like, she's right next to you. Like, what the fuck? So I had to come pick her up. I was just like, what? She's all crying and shit. Because some lady saw her walking alone and thought she was lost or some shit and brought her to the police. And I was just like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you?
It's parks are for kids. That's like literally their purpose.
Yeah.
Christ. Should we move into them thrones, or are we doing Ask B then B?
Let's do them thrones first.
Them thrones?
Yeah.
Them thrones.
R.I.P.
I got
Alright.
oh man, my mother-in-law's gone.
Yes, she is.
Pour some liquor out.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Watch out. Oh, you were hooked on the wire.
Go ahead. Keep going.
Mother-in-law, Lady Olana, she's gone. Went out like a G, shit talking the whole way, like a boss.
Gangster.
Oh my god.
I like how she do after she died. She was like, well, I'm shitting on you now.
Yeah,
She
stole this
pounded that thing too. She's like, look, I'm gonna drink this wine, whatever. This poison, it sucks.
She wasn't phased by none of that shit either. She was like, well, Cersei wanted to have you drawn and quartered or fucking flayed alive,
Yep.
head on a pike. And he was just like, I'll just give you this, put you to sleep.
I've had a good run. You know what I mean?
I had a good run.
Yeah,
Then she like fucking burns the shit out of her. So I just want you to know
It was
I didn't
me.
fucked up your. Yeah, it was me.
I done did it.
Yep, I fucked up Joffrey.
Yeah, the
Poisoned
reason
his
why
ass.
you ain't getting no pussy from Cersei, and they think your brother killed your fucking child because of me.
Yeah.
I was like, oh
No
man, you saw that sick
fuck.
look on his face. He didn't know what to do.
And he was like, I was just nice to you, bitch.
Yeah,
Yep.
Still got a sword. You know what I mean?
It didn't matter because she already won.
she gets
Yeah,
the
she
last
won.
She
laugh.
gets the last. Yeah,
She
exactly.
gets the last laugh. Now he's in a pickle because does he tell Cersei?
Is he the ultimate
Does he
cuck?
get-
Is he the ultimate cuck, basically? I know he's getting fucked every now and again by Cersei, but he's getting cucked,
Has
too.
No,
Cersei
'cause there's
fucked
been-
anybody besides him?
Nah.
Oh, sure.
The king. The
Cersei.
king?
No, Cersei fucked her cousin, and she fucked him, and the
King's
king.
her dad. King's
No,
his dad.
the first king.
Robert Baratheon.
Yeah,
Rob.
Robert.
She used to fuck him, reluctantly.
Yeah,
They're not-
not
kids, though.
Papa
First-
Tyrant.
first-
okay,
season.
yeah, true.
But go
Yeah,
ahead.
and she was fucking her cousin, her bisexual cousin.
Oh, yeah,
I
I forgot about that, yeah.
But now he has the issue. Does he tell Cersei? Will Cersei even believe him? Because
She won't.
Cersei's got to backstep hard on a lot of stuff if she does believe it, but she's already too committed to fucking trying to bring in
don't give a
Tyrion,
fuck, yeah.
trying to fucking murder Sansa. She's already launched this entire fucking scheme and movement because of these lies that
Yes.
she believed in.
Dude, the Khaleesi done fucked up.
Yeah, that's what I was going to
Oh,
make.
yeah.
Fucked up.
Khaleesi's
So we have
all fucked up.
So we
Fuck
have the
her.
first meeting of Jon Snow and Khaleesi. First
Yes.
time ever.
Yes.
And they're
And
possibly
John's
related.
trying to tell her like real important shit.
She was like,
And
bend that knee. Yeah.
But you don't understand. There's this army of the dead that can't be stopped. The only reason they can stop them is if we get this dragon glass, et cetera, et cetera. So I have bigger problems. I'm not worried about bend the knee. Did you not hear me? What I was trying to say?
Talking about generations past and all this other bullshit.
It's exactly. It's like you run in a trap house and you come in the house and you be like, "Yo, the cops on the way," and she's like, "Why didn't you answer my text?" Exactly what it is. We got important shit. 5-0 coming. Why can't 5-0 be answering my text?
Damn.
Focus on the problem, Khaleesi. Khaleesi is ripe to just fuck this whole thing up.
She ain't no general. She ain't no
Literally,
military tactician.
everybody that was in that war room that was planning for their whole operation, their movement, when they were like, we need to attack now, they're dead or they're fucking captured.
Pretty
Everybody. Fucking Mama Snake is captured. Her daughter is all killed off. The other daughter's going to die of poisoning in front of her. Theon's fucking...
Cockless.
Yeah, got his sister kidnapped or whatever. His sister's being marched through the streets.
Old gangster
Lady
lady.
Olenna is dead. It ain't nobody.
Pretty much.
And because she decided to fucking pussyfoot on this whole plan and not be a motherfucking dragon,
Well,
like
but
Olenna said.
She can still take
She can still take.
with the Dothraki and the. Well, I know the fucking other ones are gone too.
Well, she
They
needs the north.
They just took over Castle Rock, which supposedly has no money now. They just robbed the Tyrells
yeah.
of all their money. They pulled that gangster Scarface move where you sell the person the drugs,
Yeah.
and then you take the money and the drugs after you make the deal.
And Grey Worm had all his ships.
That's what I'm saying. They're
Yeah.
stuck. The Unsullied
Yeah,
are stuck.
the army
So-
is in this Unsullied are all the way over there. They're spread too thin now. They have all their numbers in a place where they're not battling nobody.
Well,
So now she only has the Dothraki with her right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
That's it.
Daenerys is forced to needing the North.
Yes.
So she now needs them.
she hopefully
needs
she'll
Jon Snow.
realize this next week.
Possibly.
But
Can-
I also sympathize a little bit with Khaleesi. Just a little. Just a little. Here's why. She, like fucking Tyrion was saying, she's never seen... Nobody in the South has seen anything close to a harsh winter with these creatures, the
How
White
many-
Walkers. They think they're mythological.
Same thing with dragons.
I agree.
Dragons
Yeah.
are mythological
I agree.
until she actually
She
walked
even-
in some
she-
fire with some petrified eggs.
she made that point. She said she even says to Jon that the world believed that dragons were gone, and I have 3 now.
Yes.
So
Well, she should realize that if she's not a moron, but
Yeah.
that's to be determined.
But she also doesn't trust because she doesn't know Jon Snow.
she doesn't. But they
Nobody knows her. She
just came to that land.
She walked in the Karth. Fucking nobody knew who the fuck she was. Dominated shit, whatever. Same thing when she encountered the Dothraki.
Dothraki.
Yeah.
Nobody knew who the fuck she was. Everywhere she goes to, nobody knows who the fuck she was. She imposes her will. And if you think about it, she's the complete polar opposite of Jon Snow, where Jon Snow kind of like just stands there, and I mean, I've used the meme with the Starbucks cups where she presents, I'm the breaker of chains, I'm this, that, whatever, blah, 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 blah. And Jon Snow's just like, I'm here. They elected me king. I'm just whatever. She
people's
wants.
champ.
Yeah, I'm the people's champ. I'm not trying to like win you guys over and be like I want to run shit. Like there's just real shit going on where I'm at, and I'm trying to take care of it. I don't care about this Iron Throne bullshit where she's just like, you will worship me and blah blah blah. Slavery is not going to happen here because I'm here now, and she's just like making this all. She's sort of selfish in a way where she wants to dominate and to have her hands and have her finger on every sort of aspect of it, where Jon Snow is just like trying to just do shit for the North in general, just as a collective bargaining sort of tool. I mean, even when they have their council meetings, Jon Snow is in like a fucking room full of advisors and other just regular common folk, where Khaleesi, she's in her little magic throne room with 4 or 5 people making her decisions that she wants. And if you don't agree with her, too bad, tough titty.
Well, I also think she's used to fighting idiots.
Yeah.
Like everybody where she was at, they were fucking retarded.
Yeah.
They either A, didn't take her seriously enough, or B, had no idea. They had no idea about tactics.
Yeah.
So I think Jorah is gonna come back and actually be a real good asset.
Oh,
Yeah, he's got to.
now that he's cured. I just got to say, I hate the fact that I love Euron.
Yeah.
King of the
yeah,
Squid
he's a great
people.
villain.
Oh, man, because he was
man.
all up in Jaime's
I
face.
wish
He's
he had
all-
us met him sooner.
Yeah, he's all like, hey, he uses my line. He's all, hey, do you know if she likes the finger in the bum? Or does she like a doggy? Like, can we get some tips? And like, Jaime goes to like Thrash. He's like, no, not right now. We'll talk about this later.
Yeah.
He's like, I got shit to do. I was like, God dang, all up in his face.
They've been hiding that character for too
Oh
long.
man, this
He's good.
dude is fucking. I hate that I like this dude, but he's fucking dope as fuck.
I can't even get mad at him though.
I know, right?
He should have died though.
He should have.
should've died.
He should have died last episode.
He took several blades.
The
Like-
motherfucker, he ain't fucking Wolverine.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he
And
should
he, and he
have.
seems unhurt at all. Like no.
Yeah, just like fuck
Yeah.
it. I only got stabbed 50-11 times, but I'm good.
But I'm still good. Yeah, but I mean, the way he just gets on Jaime, I just love it, and the fact that he has an audience to see this shit, it's fucking awesome.
He made a promise. He went through on it.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's
Legit so far.
just cock strutting.
I know nobody wants to admit this, but are we finally ready to say, and this gets into one of the B than BTI questions, is Cersei one of, if not the best villain in this actual
Well-
series? I mean,
she's up
She's
there.
a great
She-
villain.
you've hated her since the pilot. She's still standing, and she's still doing heinous, evil shit.
Does she? But no. But okay, just for let's just keep it confined to this window in terms of her beef with the Dorne chicks. Is she wrong?
It's
It's
revenge.
It's revenge for them killing the Viper. But the Viper volunteered his own will to go into this trial by combat.
Wait.
Yeah,
Cersei's getting revenge because they killed her
daughter.
Yeah, but he was explaining the rest of it.
Yeah.
You're right.
Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, they're mad because Viper got killed. It
Oh,
was
the
her husband.
Dorne. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Well,
thought-
but it's
okay,
also because the Mountain killed one of their
his
kids.
sister.
But is that really tied to Cersei herself? That's sort of like a separate thing. He kind of came into this camp.
Yeah.
I think that's sort of a separate kind of issue.
Yeah.
But
She's done other heinous shit.
in terms of they killed the Dorne girls, killed her innocent daughter. Mm-hmm. I mean, same name. She's completely she just happened to be born into this family. Completely innocent, was in love with the Dornish prince dude.
Yep.
And they just came over, said, fuck that, killed her. So I can't blame Cersei gets a pass in my eyes on
That one
the
thing,
revenge.
maybe? Okay,
on
yeah.
that revenge.
I was
On
gonna
that
say.
aspect. Everything else Cersei has done, yeah. That's some crazy, fucked up shit. Yes. This one sort of gets a pass, but that's not going to be the straw that broke the camel back for me. I still have, in terms of my ultimate hatred guy, Ramsay is still top guy.
He did low level shit when you look at it though.
What?
Compared compared to Cersei. Cersei blew up a goddamn church.
Okay, hold
with
on.
every motherfucking
blew
significant
up,
royal person
in her
it.
city.
Okay, so are we?
How evil? I mean,
That's
Are
pretty
we-
fucked up. Blowing up a church, dog.
Yeah, are we literally answering the B then BTI question pretty
yeah.
much?
I mean,
Good.
pretty much we are.
Merging
Okay,
into-
so
I'm
we
saying
have.
she's Mount Rushmore right now.
So
for
how
Brelin.
about? So let's make a.
She killed the guy that made her walk through the streets naked and
and
had
your
shit thrown
girl,
on her.
your girl,
Wait, time
the
out, time out.
princess.
But it's
Time
her
out.
city.
Oh,
So
okay.
let's make a list real quick, and then we'll put who we think should be on the top of the list. How about that?
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
So who should be on the list? So Cersei, obviously, Ramsay,
Joffrey.
Joffrey. Who else? You were saying Papa Lannister.
Yeah, he said Papa Lannister.
Okay.
Michael Jackson.
God damn it.
Should we put Walder Frey?
Elon's still new.
And
Euron.
and Euron.
Euron.
Yeah.
You want, so we'll say Euron. So we'll say 5 definitely.
Yeah. That's
The
enough.
top 5, yeah.
That's 5.
Okay, top 5. Okay. So who should be at the
I
top?
To me, it's Ramsay.
No, for me, it's still Joffrey. 'Cause he was a sick fuck, man.
He was sick.
He was
that the
a
kid,
sick
right?
fuck.
He is a kid.
He didn't rape?
Yes, he did.
did.
Who? When?
He did.
When?
I think he
Fairly certain
raped
did.
with an object.
Yeah. That,
No, he
Yeah.
told the two strippers he told the one stripper to bang her and then he shot her with a crossbow.
Yes, he did shoot her
Okay,
with
so-
something.
That's not sick.
It is sick. Did he physically rape?
I think he did though.
Abuse is
abuse.
abuse.
No, he was
Abuse is abuse, regardless.
Okay, he killed hookers for no reason.
Yeah, he did.
And
And then
do
he
the same thing in Grand Theft Auto, but okay.
Don't kink shame me. Don't kink shame me, goddammit.
So but you're king shaming Joffrey.
Also,
Yeah.
also, there's the shit where he made Sansa look at her decapitated dad,
Yeah.
like stare at him
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
a while.
well, he
That's some
abused.
evil shit.
Yeah, he abused his power, but yeah. Well,
He abused his own people. Like he's an asshole.
All the way around.
Like shit with Cersei. I mean, most of her shit was like motivated. He was just fucking insane.
yeah, if you basically
Didn't Ramsay kill his brother, his future brother?
he did. He killed the baby.
He killed a pregnant lady and a baby.
That was fucked up.
Started a war. cut off a dude's. He cut off the. He cut off the dick.
This guy is still fucked up from that.
He's
So this guy
He cut off
this
a
guy
dude's
did rape.
dick and sent it via UPS to the family.
To his dad.
Yeah, to his
and,
dad.
And Ramsay did rape.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And had a witness.
And he had his dogs hunting just random people for sport.
Yeah.
That was just like it was just to get his rocks off.
I hear you. I hear you
Killed
on all
his
that.
killed his father.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're
Oh,
right.
oh, okay.
His adopted father. Yeah.
Adopted, yeah.
So then.
he killed the. I mean, yeah, the bloodline, the
So
king
then-
of the fucking Boltons.
And then Cersei, who's been kind of the root of a lot of evil for seasons.
Right off the bat, she was fully in support of Jaime and gave the order basically for Jaime to push Bran out the fucking window. A 7-year-old
She
kid.
commanded him, didn't she?
Yeah.
not?
That was first episode.
Yeah.
To me, Cersei's too.
You know, I mean,
but
blowing up the
Cersei-
church, we've already talked about. She was fine with the torture this last episode. She's done some
Terrible
awful
The
shit.
reason why I have Cersei too is because she has a plan. There's sort of a, even though her means are fucked up and sadistic, we know why she's doing it. Where Ramsay was just like, he's just like Two-Face.
Hold
I'm
on.
gonna just flip this coin and
Let me just give a little bit of information about Cersei. So I was just thinking about it. So Cersei, her plans fucked up, and that's the reason why she blew up that fucking church. She was playing with those motherfuckers for way too long
Yeah. Yep.
before that point. So that shit was her fucking fault.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
When she figured out that she couldn't beat them at her own fucking game, she just blew them up.
Right.
Because she couldn't fucking handle it.
Yeah.
And she got beat.
yeah, she was never in the. She had to have a lot of stuff fall in her way to even get in the power seat as being a woman in that family.
Yes.
where she had to have her husband die, then her
She
father die.
She orchestrated her husband being killed.
Well, yeah, but and she planned it, and then she tried to manipulate the stuff going on with the church, the Fellowship of the Sun, and that blew up in her face, and that obviously threw sand in her engine of domination. She eventually corrected it in a crazy fucking means by going fucking blow up this whole Control-Alt-Delete on it.
Damn.
But, I mean, when Ramsey was just like, we didn't know what the fuck was going to happen in every scene he was in.
I'll give it to Ramsey.
So wait, I'm on the
Oh, God.
the Game of Thrones website, and it said Joffrey raped somebody at their wedding. He got drunk.
Yeah, Sansa.
Yeah, Sansa. He said he raped her there.
I didn't
he
think
had
they
one of the,
consummated.
No,
He
I
had
don't
one
thought
of-
they consummated.
Oh, here it
is
says-
that in the
it-
book? In the book, probably, but not.
No,
in
it
the
said
show.
that he didn't rape her in the book, but here it said that he had one of the guards hold her down.
Damn.
And he said he didn't do it for sexual pleasure. He said he did it for the fun of it, basically.
They were both sick psychopaths.
I don't think that happened.
Yeah, I'm not.
But the way he died, though, totally awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was a
There
great
was the
death.
same dogs that ate his fucking his brother and his mom.
Yep. Yep.
Ate his ass face first. It was great.
Yeah.
So you're number one, Stitch.
It's Ramsey, Cersei, then
Joffrey.
Joffrey. But there's a
King
big gap
Joffrey.
between 2 and 3 for me.
You're saying that because you played Joffrey.
Yeah, exactly. I got Cersei, Joffrey, Ramsey. Who you got?
Really? I got Ramsey, Joffrey, Cersei.
Okay.
There's a Wikipedia on rape for Game of Thrones.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
There's
the
a lot
title
of-
of it. And
there's
it
a
lists
lot of
all
rape-
the rapes that has
There's a
happened
lot of rapes in
series.
the show.
called
Yeah.
the rape.
Almost
Damn.
every other episode is a fucking rape. Cronus, who you
It's the
got?
Rape of Thrones.
Oh, shit.
I'm sorry, what were your top three?
I got Ramsey, Joffrey, Cersei.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was just me.
I got Brad Pitt, Michael Jackson.
God damn it.
Oh wow, yeah. I don't think Papa Lannister deserved to be on there because he only did things if you fuck with him. If you fucked with him, he fucks you over.
He was pretty reasonable by comparison.
Yeah, I
in
mean,
a lot of
I
ways.
think he knew who Arya was and still let it go.
Yeah.
So, and he could have killed her. He literally could. Basically, she was an enemy of the state, pretty much. He could have killed her, but I think he knew because they've been through so much, he'll just keep her as a little servant girl. Just don't tell nobody.
All right. Let's do some more Ask B than BTI. Dirty Stu, our boy from Scotland, says, what game do you think has the best scenery? That's a tough
That's
one.
a tough one.
Bioshock Infinite stood out for me.
Ooh, okay.
I really enjoyed that. What's it called? I really liked Horizons.
You get one, goddammit. Which one you picking?
I'm trying to think.
Horizon
Come
was
back
gorgeous.
to me. Even the Uncharted ones with the weather and stuff when it's like snowing and shouldn't you can see like the
All right,
footprints.
you thinking. Kronos, get in there.
I think Destiny's up there, to be honest with you. 'Cause,
Wow.
like, when I first played it, it was like, holy shit.
Okay.
Like, the scenery was fucking great, and it's varied.
All right.
So,
Oh, that's a good one. Old Ninja, what you got? Best scenery.
Fuck, this is hard.
I'm gonna say, what are you thinking about? I'm gonna say, fucking Tomb Raider, the recent one.
The Rise of the Tomb Raider?
Yeah, Rise of the Tomb Raider.
It
That
is-
one has some pretty
It
good
is pretty
scenery.
fucking gorgeous.
Uncharted's pretty dope, too.
Shit.
I'm gonna go while you're thinking. I'm gonna go Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. I liked the different worlds that you would experience from snow to swamp to grasslands and cities. It was good.
I'm going to say Battlefront. Even though,
Wow, okay.
yeah, because the maps are fucking huge, but they're fucking gorgeous.
Okay.
I mean, there's ridiculous detail in those fucking maps. Like, ridiculous.
Actually, I'm gonna retract my. I'm gonna say Sonic 2,
God damn.
the casino one.
Casino. Oh, the Casino City?
Stitch, you looking up shit. Who you got? Best scenery. One game.
I think I'm gonna go with Bioshock Infinite.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
That's high praise.
I just really, really liked that. I was just taken away by the whole cloud cities and stuff like that. So that was really, really cool for me.
Good shit. That's good. Good. Take us away, Kronos. Get another one
Oh,
in here.
shit. Looks like the NFL is looking to allow medicinal marijuana for pain management.
Yeah, that was announced
finally.
today that they're looking into it. It's not finalized, but the NFL has definitely been pretty strict about that, right?
Yeah, well, it's funny because the NBA is not. But, yeah, they've been pretty
What
strict
do you mean?
against it.
Wait, what do you mean the NBA is not strict on marijuana?
They don't really give a shit about marijuana.
The NBA?
Yeah. As far as I knew. Oh, I can look it up real
What?
quick. But last time I checked, they didn't really give a shit. 'cause
They're
most-
not as strict as the NFL.
But I thought NBA.
Like
Yeah, I thought the NBA had some fairly.
I thought it was NHL that didn't give a shit.
Oh, I can see the NHL. Shit, they let motherfuckers bleed out.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, it says, why is it the dopest stoners in basketball history? There's like a lot of it. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, they're also looking at maybe they're doing research for it now to see if marijuana has, if it'll be able to help a lot of the players with their pain.
It'll definitely
So
help.
it definitely, they're doing studies to help with CTE as well. And it's definitely helped a lot of people with PTSD, especially like soldiers and stuff. So, yeah, our military members. So, I mean, it's definitely a great, drug for like more than just getting high. A lot of times getting high is just like the coolest part of it. But I mean, like with CBD and shit like that, I mean, there's really no denying that there's medical benefits there. So
I'm all in favor of this. Legalize it as much as you can possibly do it,
So we want to do another Ask Beat and B?
Yeah, and I know you're looking it up, so just interrupt whenever you get it.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's do this one. This one's from your boy Blue.
All right.
What is your favorite cult movie?
God damn, that's
too
super tough.
There's too
one.
many.
Name 2 of them.
Fifth Element
Okay.
and basically the Star Wars saga.
that's not cult, is it?
God,
Yeah,
no.
it's called
Fuck
Saga.
you. What the hell,
It's a fucking
bro?
blockbuster. It's one of the highest selling movies of all fucking
No,
time.
you can't do that.
Cult
No,
status.
That's a hard.
get out of here with you.
That's like a religion now.
Yeah. It's one of the
More of a cult. It's more religion than it's a cult.
I'm going to say Fight Club. By
Okay,
far.
okay.
It's like one of my favorite movies of all time.
Okay. I got Clerks and Friday.
Oh shit.
Against the mark.
Cult movie?
Right,
Yeah.
yeah, cult movie. Cult status.
So I was gonna say Friday, but I also was gonna say Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
That's a great
Oh,
one.
that's a good one.
Cult movie? Big
I'm trying to
hit?
figure what for the sort of quals in that category.
Like Big Lebowski,
Yeah.
Coming to America. Oh, I mean,
Yeah, Big Lebowski's a
it's
great
like a
one.
movie that isn't very popular when it came out,
But has a
but
following.
has a huge following of people
Passionate
who love
people.
it. Yeah.
Old Ninja, you got one? Well, Stitch is stumped.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
God damn.
There's a few because I
Name 2, goddammit. Or 1.
I said Fifth Element's one.
All right, then you got your 1.
Yeah, but I'm thinking like Lost Boys is like another.
The Professional is really good too. That movie
Oh,
was fun.
with Leon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Titanic? No, it's
Titanic, god damn it.
The Bourne movies count or no?
Bourne was kind of big budget, man.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
we'll let you think. We'll let you marinate
Goonies
on
is
it.
like a good example.
Yes, Goonies is a great example.
Yeah.
Okay. And if you get one, just interrupt.
The Princess Bride too. That was
Yeah,
that was a
perfect.
huge cult movie because that
Perfect.
movie didn't sell very well in the theaters.
That's a great one. I got one for you. We've talked a whole lot about gaming, especially on this cast. What content does a game have to have in their DLC to make you go back and play it?
Horde mode for me. Any kind of firefight, wave orientated cooperative gameplay. If they add that to a game, that'll make me come back.
Okay, that's a good answer. Cronus, what you got?
I like to see them expand on the story. You know what I mean? And add in like a lot of content. Like I don't like bullshit. Like I'm gonna give you a skin or a new weapon or something like that. Especially if it's like a knockoff of a weapon or some shit like that. But I mean, definitely advancing the story is important, and just like the amount of time it takes me to complete the DLC. Like if you want to know like how to make DLC, just fucking ask Gearbox. Like every single one of their DLCs for Borderlands games, they're all fucking awesome. That's all the way you do it. Especially when you have games that happen to have a level. When you up the level cap, that's pretty good as well.
That's a great answer. What you got, Old Ninja? Or Blue?
So for me, I like how it's gonna be obvious why I'm bringing this up, but how the Batman games, how they do it for their DLCs, like for the Batgirl story. I mean, even though it was a DLC that came with the game, but it also tied into the actual storyline because there was like a when you're in the lookout tower, there's a magazine cover that shows Batgirl saving her dad, Commissioner, and that's what that story is based off of her going into the circus or to the theme park and like searching around to try to find her dad and save him and stuff like that. So that was pretty cool because it added to the story and it was also kind of like a little side story that added to the game. So that's what I would think.
That's good stuff.
That's a good
I was just playing that yesterday.
I would need like a good sort of side story. You're not gonna just sell me on like a map or
Okay.
anything. I mean, even though there's been like small DLCs, like a Blood Dragon for Far Cry.
Oh, that shit was dope.
That
it was
huge.
fun.
Love
That was great.
That wasn't DLC though. It was it was a standalone game.
Oh, yeah, okay.
okay, yeah, true.
It's just based on the same engine.
Forgot about that. But yeah, no, if you give me like a good sort of added on story where I'm continuing the adventure, I'm completely sort of fine with that.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm with you guys completely. For me, there has to be some single player additional content that builds upon the main story, and I would add on that if it can. I'm assuming that I've already beaten the main game, and this is like New Game Plus or something like that, where it's still additional add-on, and I'm hoping Horizon just knocks our socks off with it, and the Uncharted DLC does the same thing.
You know, I was surprised that Zelda with the first DLC really ever that I know of, they actually did pretty good with their DLC.
Oh, is it out now?
Yeah, it's been out for a while. So
Okay.
they added in, like, the first one came out. They added in, like, Master Mode, which is, like, way fucking harder. They added in the Master Sword quest, which is where you can finally get an unbreakable sword, which is pretty extensive. They added in a thing where you can see everywhere you've been, which is important if you're fucking looking for shrines.
Okay.
They added in a bunch of new armor and equipment. So, I mean, it was pretty extensive for, like, the first one.
Are you anticipating that they'll add some single player, like, actual more missions too?
Oh, well, yeah. So the Master Sword quest, that's like a...
Oh, it's a quest. Okay.
Yeah, it's a quest. And then there's, like, their next one's going to be, like... I don't know if you get it. It's going to be definitely like a single player type. Well, it's all single player, but they're adding in additional content about other characters.
Good shit.
I looked it up because it was irking me. Sansa did not sleep with Joffrey. She was almost raped during the riot, but the Hound saved her.
That's right. Okay.
Okay.
So Ramsay raped her and took her virginity.
Why would we ever believe Blue on Game of Thrones?
Right?
Wait,
He said Ramsey.
No, I thought he said Joffrey.
Yeah, I thought he said Joffrey.
I
I said Joffrey.
Yeah, he said Joffrey.
Yeah, it was Ramsay.
Okay.
Well, I was reading what was on the internet,
I'm
so
just fucking with you.
on Samsung or on Wiki.
Good fucking shit. Did we get all the questions?
Is that all of them?
Yeah, I think we did get all the
So I just have a quick thing to talk about real quick. So earlier today, I decided to take a nap with my VR headset on, and
Oh, shit.
I'll never do that shit again. Because I woke up and upside down, and I don't know where the fuck I was. But I just want to. So the last few days I've been playing around with my VR, and there's this thing called Big Screen, which is basically where you can share your screen in VR with like 4 other people. So you basically open up a chat room, 4 people can join, and you pretty much have like a movie theater style setup.
Oh, wow.
And you can play like anything from your desktop. So you can watch movies, anime, porn. So one of the rooms I envisioned to, the guy was like watching porn, and there was like 3 other people already in, and I was like, what the fuck? Like this shit is like legitly happened.
Oh my god!
I stayed there for a quick second to see what they were playing, and
A quick
about
second
out
translate
there.
to an hour.
3 days
But
later.
then I went back in there, checked it out again. But it's just I don't know. I just think it's pretty cool how like So say like if you guys were all at home and I got a new movie for us to check out, like I guys could just jump in VR and we can all watch it together. You can talk to each other. You can like kind of send messages to each other and shit too. But what's also cool is that when you're inside this virtual like movie theater, you have like a display that's still up, and like so like if I'm sitting next to Kronos, I can actually like physically like read his screen. Like I could see what he sees, and it's fucking crazy. Like it's almost like I'm reading his fucking computer. Like his computer is there in front of me, and I can read every word. I can see like what website he's on. I can see like what's his background and his desktop is. This was really amazing to me just because like I could see somebody else's fucking screen, and like one of the guys I was watching one of his videos, and he was talking about like a bunch of stuff in VR, and they started to mention the whole thing with ALTSpace. So that's kind of where I learned about ALTSpace being shut down. But I think it's just a cool concept, and it's like a free program on Steam VR for the HTC Vive. It's called Big Screen.
Big screen. All right.
Yeah, it's really cool. And what's also cool is that you can, if you have a 3D, so you know how like I showed you those videos? Well, you can watch it in there
Changed my
too.
life.
Yeah, you can watch them in there too, and it will do the
What do
360.
you mean those videos?
There's some adult videos I found on
Every
on internet.
time I tell somebody about VR porn, I can't fucking describe it well enough because it's so fucking good. And I'm just like, come out here, fly out here. I'm gonna set it up for you and just spread the word because it's so fucking amazing.
But what was cool about it too is that like, so the reason I fell asleep was because I was laying down and I was watching Netflix, and so I was laying down and had it projected above me, so I don't have to like turn my head and like look at the TV. I can just be like naturally like looking up at the sky, and it was playing a video, and I kind of fell asleep. But I also played there's the one game I talked about called Raw Data, and they added some new characters to the fucking game. And they added characters and also added new weapons. So you have like a fucking shotgun that's fucking badass. But what's also cool is that you know how they have shotguns with like the grenade launchers?
Yeah, of course.
So it has that on there too. So you shoot like this energy pulse, and when it hits like some of the with raw data, you're fighting against like robots.
Okay.
They're like almost like Terminators, or like iRobot.
Okay.
With Will Smith, they almost look like that, and so you use these weapons to kind of take them out. But they also added a fucking crossbow, which is fucking dope as hell. Like you could do all kind of crazy damage, and it's super fucking accurate, and it's so fucking spot on. Like it's so much fucking fun to play with. So if you have the HTC Vive, definitely check out Raw Data. It's a fun as game, and the update that came out is called I think it's called Rogue. It's like it's Raw Data Rogue Team or something like that. But yeah, definitely check it out. It's fucking great.
Dope shit. All right, let's wrap. Stitch, what you got popping this week?
This week.
More weddings?
No, I've been pretty good. The only next one is Blues, so that's the only real wedding I got lined up.
Make sure to check your liver, man, because
A lot of drinking. I'm scared. Try to go to the Battle of the Bay Giants A's game tomorrow.
be careful, man. There's been like fucking fights. And
Yeah,
shit
well, that's
out.
Oakland's raunchy ass fucking crazy people. We civilized in San Francisco.
Yeah, that's what you said. tell that Dodgers fan that y'all beat up.
Oh,
No, that was the Dodgers fan that beat up the Giants guy. Get it right.
Get right, get it tight.
Like we said before, we read some of the Catalyst Prime comics, which I highly, highly recommend. That interview will be coming out shortly. I'm really liking the Acel character, and when that interview drops, I'm sure there'll be links where you can pick up the Catalyst Prime comic. But it's a real interesting read, especially how we sort of touched on it before. We're going to touch on diversity in comics at SF Comic Con on September 2nd. This is a really good example of how it's done correctly by our standards, and it should provide a model for how other comics handle that topic. So if you can, go ahead and get an early jump on it before September. If you want to know what it is that we're talking about before you hear that podcast drop, I definitely highly recommend that. It was a really good read over the past couple of days for me.
good shit.
Yeah, if you guys actually, the first one, Catalyst Prime, which is the free comic book day comic, you get it for free right now on Comixology. So just look it up on Comixology, Catalyst Prime. You'll check out like the first issue. And it's basically the precursor to everything that happens now. So they're releasing basically a new series every couple of months. And so I know this month they're going to have a different one that's coming out on like the 25th, I think, or 22nd.
Towards the end
of
of the
August.
month?
Yeah, towards the end of the month they're getting a new monthly comic series. But so far they have Noble, Excel, and Superb. So
Very
It's,
nice.
it's a really good series. So like I said, highly recommend you guys check it out. Old Ninja and I also recorded a episode of Stitch's Shokugeki. It was really good. We went to you like to
Mama
call
Odie's.
Mama Odie's,
Mama Otis.
but southern flavors. Great place. I rated it really high. You know what? I'm gonna say fuck it. I'm gonna give it a 10. So maybe I'll do another review so I give it a 10 after I thinking about it instead of being stubborn about giving out the actual perfect 10. Going bare chested, giving it a 10 on that.
Say it with your chest. That's awesome. That's good shit.
Wait, one quick thing about the site
Comixology.
Yeah, what's cool about that when you read a digital comic is that they have a feature on there where it actually will go from panel to panel instead of like having a full page up there, which is kind of cool. So you're not trying to figure out, okay, where is this going? Because a lot of times comics would do that. You'd be like, oh shit, it's the wrong panel. I need to go to this panel. But it's really cool that they have that on there. Yeah.
Love it. All right. Old Ninja, what you got?
So this week, Voltron is back in the next day or two, on the 4th. So I'm watching that shit for sure. I'm actually catching up on Blue Show Gotham.
Yes.
I've been watching that recently. I'm on season 2 for now. Yeah, we went. I'm still like partially dead, or I still have the itis from Mama Odie's earlier. That shit was hella good. I'm actually trying to see Dunkirk this weekend because a lot of people.
Good one.
Yeah, it's getting mixed reviews, but I want to go and check it out for myself. Hopefully, I'll be able to report back on the cast next week on what.
You're
I
the only one watching movies. I want you to know that.
Yeah, but it's a thing. It's a thing for me. It's been like that way since I was a teenager.
I mean, I want to watch movies, but
Yeah.
Everyone's got their own thing. And then Prodigy and I were talking about probably going back in time and going back to World War I, doing some Battlefield.
Yes.
Prodigy, you still need to check out Doomfist. I want to know what you think about his character. Is kind of strange.
Nobody's going to beat Fudazaria for me, but, you know.
But yeah, I mean, you should at least check out Doomfist.
or
He was
Diva.
like-
But
Yeah, and then definitely Titanfall 2 had some DLC for free. So they added a new mode that I plan on checking out this weekend as well.
Horde mode, right?
Yeah, I'm really excited about checking that out.
With co-op. All right, Kronos, what you got?
So I went back on the ketogenic diet like a week and a half ago.
All right.
Yeah, so in like 6 days, I lost 6 pounds. So
There you
that
go.
was pretty fucking great. So I don't know how. Well, I'll probably be on it for a little while, but I'll break and drink on for the wedding, of course.
Yeah, you better.
So,
Binge
it's been,
drinking.
yeah, it's been interesting not drinking for a little bit, but losing weight, so feel good. I don't feel like an old man anymore.
Good shit.
I just look old. So, yeah, that's about it.
All right, Blue, what you got? Besides wedding plans.
I'm fucking down with this Teen Titan Go, guys.
Ah, no.
Against the
Night
shine.
begin
How
to shine.
dare you.
Dare me very well. No. So far, the first episode aired yesterday, and it was fucking hilarious. The whole fucking night begin to shine, and the whole story that's going on with that seems pretty fucking dope. Rick and Morty's back. Last episode was fucking hilarious. I fucking was dying laughing because they showed during April Fools they showed Rick and Morty like all fucking day, and it was the first episode of this new season, and so they aired that, which was really funny. But then they aired the new one, which is fucking hilarious because they make fun of Mad Max because they go to like a
Post-apocalyptic.
yeah, that word. And there's a scene where one of the guys who's like, oh, like he sprays himself with the thing. in the
Oh, he
back,
chromes himself.
Oh,
Chrome.
it's funny
Oh my
because
God,
his head
yes.
gets smashed. His head gets smashed in, and Rick is like, "Oh nope, it looks like your blood is just red or blood is you're filled with blood or something like that." It was so fucking funny.
Shiny.
But I'm watching that. Other than that, I don't really have. I've just got a bunch of planning for the wedding, so
Good
get
shit.
shit done.
Did you beat Mad Max? I know you were going hard on that for
Oh,
a
the
while.
game?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, I beat that game.
Okay, because I just seen you were playing it like every time I'd log on and be like, you play Mad. I was like, how long is this game? Or you just completed everything in it?
Well, I probably could platinum it if I really wanted to, but I'm not really like a completionist guy. But I did play the shit out of that game though. I mean, I beat like a good portion of it, and
shit.
obviously beat the game.
Was
so,
it
yeah.
fun?
Yeah, the game was fun as shit. I mean, I don't play games I don't like, so yeah, it was actually really surprising that you have a character in Mad Max, but then you also kind of have another character in your car, the Magnum Opus, and you have to upgrade the car like you upgrade Mad Max.
Oh, okay.
So you have to you start with like a little shit box, and then you can upgrade it with like the wheels, the engine, like you can shoot fire out the fucking sides,
Nice.
like fucking basically missiles and goddamn grappling hooks and shit. It's pretty crazy.
You need to tell me though, right here now. Is there a bass guitar guy on the hood playing fucking metal? Is he in the game? Goddammit!
I think he's in the very beginning, but
Okay.
he's not like in like the game.
All right, at least he's in it.
But there are parts where like you're chasing down fucking convoys.
Okay.
And you gotta blow them all up and shit. It's so fucking fun doing that.
Why do I have this like big epiphany where like, I mean, obviously we know Prodigy is not going to do the whole marriage thing, but if you did, it would be some fucking Mad Max type.
Yeah, why not?
fucking,
Oh, dude.
he would just roll up in a fucking semi truck with something.
Dude.
I could just see
I
that
would be
easily.
I'd be so hyped for that.
I'd fucking live stream this shit.
Oh man, I'd show up so hyped for that.
Pay-per-view event.
I'd be dressing like Tupac and shit from that fucking California Love video.
Before you move on, Kronos, tell the story about how the picture frame got broken.
All right, tell that story.
All right.
So for me, I am loving season 2 Winona Earp. God damn it! It's been quite fun to see both the notorious DPC Dominic Provost Chockley and Shamir Anderson really grow this season on Sci-Fi Channels Friday nights. I may live tweet it again on this Friday on the fucking Twitter.
Nice.
And then I'm playing a whole bunch of Dark Souls 3. Loving the fact that I can get on there with a whole bunch of people in co-op. And me and Matt from Prereq are going to do a Soulsborne special cast at the end of this month.
It's gonna be called Jacking Off with Barbed Wire.
Oh shit!
Getting good is what it's going to be called.
Getting good at jacking off barbed wire.
That's
Praise the sun. It's going to be great.
That's some shit from what's the name? Human Centipede 3 and shit.
Oh my god, part 2.
Yeah.
All right. Take us out with all them details at the end.
So check
I
this
make
out.
my pee-pee hard.
What the fuck? So check us out on Twitter at BeTheBTI. Check out our Facebook page at BeTheBTI. Check out BenHappyProduction.com/BeTheBTI. We can have some shit there.
648 wings and counting.
Oh, goddamn.
Dang.
Did you do the YouTube plug?
No, I was about to, but
Don't fuck it up. Wait. Don't get Kronos mad.
Yeah. So check us out on YouTube.
Yeah, check us out
on
YouTube.
Black is the Black Times Infinity, Twitch TV, BeTheBTI.
We go live every Wednesday at 8:30, so jump into Infinity Vault and participate because we usually will hit up people in there and mention some of the comments.
And that Apple bullshit.
Apple Podcast.
There you go.
Thanks.